There we go. Now we have all audios going through. Is there any other things that we have to make sure?
We apologize for the technical difficulties.
And Lord knows that we exist in the realm of technical difficulties. Holy shit, dude.
Can we go to this OBS screen?
You need that OBS screen, and yes, there you go.
Cool beans.
All right, anything else?
Let's put my phone down.
All right. Yep, phone's down. What was the thing? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we were talking about basically being dicks to all the people who email us about the podcast. Okay, so any fucking scalping marketing people who are like trying to just fucking waste our time in email,
Sell their product or service in some sort of not good way.
Right. And so we're gonna mute that. Yeah, so that one guy, right? He was trying to sell, or what was he? He was just
trying to get more listeners,
right,
and reviews.
More listeners and reviews on his podcast, and he wanted us to buy his service for us to get more viewers, right? That was what he was selling.
Yeah.
And so I roasted the fuck out of him, just being like, "Yo, you only got 17 reviews on Spotify. Don't tell me about getting more listeners."
Yeah.
You know, I hate when people do that shit.
Spotify. Who listens to podcasts on Spotify?
I do.
I don't.
Everybody.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's
YouTube
fair.
all the way.
That's fair. Spotify's pretty big on podcasts though. Like
it's surprising how big Apple is.
Yeah.
It's like 70% market or 60% market.
Huge, dude.
Did you know that?
I had no clue. I think honestly, once you get on like Apple or Spotify's podcast, you're there. You're him.
And at least ranked and reviewed.
Could you imagine being in like the top 10 leaderboard lists? You're comfortable.
Then you're up there with all the other cringy people.
Yeah, of course. But I just
like the true crime.
People are gonna call
history Yeah.
People are gonna call us cringy. People are gonna be like, "Your podcast is so lame. Those three guys from the Midwest, like those fucking losers
from the tri-state."
The tri-state, yeah. Wasn't that cool? Name of the last stream.
I like that name.
Coolest guys in the tri-state.
Yeah,
I'm gonna coin that because Joe Burrow keeps being called cool, and I hate when Joe Burrow
Joe Cool.
Like
what they call Joe Burrow Joe Cool now?
Hey,
yeah,
just wait until he accepts a contract somewhere else, and then we're all gonna be burning his jersey.
Damn,
that's what's gonna happen.
They would literally burn his name into the Ohio River.
Yeah,
they would pour gasoline on the surface of the river.
I bet we'll have a mural of Joe Burrow, and then it's gonna get defaced. If he leaves.
Or like a Joker face. Yeah.
Isn't that what happened to LeBron for the Cavs?
I don't know if he got
the Heat, went to the Cavs.
No. He left the Cavaliers to go to the Heat.
Right.
Really?
Or something.
Yes.
Or
I thought he flip-flopped twice. Didn't he flip-flop twice?
He went to the Heat for 3 years to get some wins with, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Was that his name? And then they won the championship or two.
DeRozan. No, that's Bulls.
DeMar DeRozan? Yeah, no, that was the Raptors for a while. But I don't know where he is now. I don't know where DeMar DeRozan is.
I remember LeBron had the best team on the Heat.
For sure, they're goated.
But the fucking Cavaliers, though, when he won the championship in Cleveland, that was a GOAT team too. With Kevin Love.
Was that when the championships were like 3-1?
Yeah, it was 3-1.
And they came back.
Yeah, against the Golden State. That was
the biggest choke of our lifetime right there.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
The 3-1 comeback.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun time. Just like that time of life was a fun time.
Everyone was involved in NBA.
Everybody knew that the 3-1 happened. Yeah. Wasn't that so fun? Like, did you know?
I know that they had... Like, they were the underdogs.
You know that there was a choke.
Right. Someone fucked up. They're the underdogs. They shouldn't have won.
The block on the last game where LeBron's chasing somebody down and blocks the ball halfway up the backboard, and it kind of was a little bit of goaltending, but...
I don't even know. How did we start talking about NBA?
Oh.
Did you say you were going to...
Defacing
Joe
Burrow. Defacing Joe Burrow, yeah.
I really think that's gonna happen.
We're
gonna praise him so much.
Yeah.
The levels are just gonna keep going up and up.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna do something that like backstabs our whole city, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck Joe Burrow."
Mm-hmm. Like you have
What if he signed with the Steelers?
Ooh. It would be over, dude.
I think everybody
over.
in Cincinnati would take a field day to go to Philadelphia or to go to
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Fuck
and
some shit up.
burn
There'd
the
be a
city
riot.
down. Yeah.
I could see that.
I was thinking about how many women in Cincinnati have thought about dating and marrying Joe Burrow in the time that he's been quarterback here.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been stuck in so many conversations like that before. It's like
I have too, honestly.
it's painful, right?
My managers at my other job were like,
Yeah.
he's so handsome. I would love to do explicit things with this man.
Dude.
And these people are like 60 years old saying this garbage.
And,
it's gnarly.
I was at the vet clinic, or I was like a veterinary clinic for my dog. Okay, and he's just like had eye problems. He had a little cataract, so like I was just doing like a routine checkup for him at the vet, and my vet cornered me about how much she loved Joe Burrow and about how she listens to his podcast, and like those other people just like, you know, he's just so cool and he's responsible. That's why not everybody really likes him, but like I really love him. It's like I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in conversations like that, and
To
it's so
be fair,
corny.
though, he does have some drip. I like his glasses.
He does have.
Yeah.
He has good style. I'll give you that. He definitely has good style.
Well, when you get paid $275 million
I wish.
for
Yeah.
a fucking contract,
Billion.
you're gonna have to be dripped out.
Yeah, $250 million's nothing. Like that is, or how do I say it? $250 million is. You have some ability to change your wardrobe every single day. I don't think you ever have to wear old clothes again.
No.
Shit,
You
with that
probably
kind
don't
of
even
money,
have to wash clothes.
I'd be starting a foundation or some shit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if I was making that kind of money.
Yeah, I think I would like hire somebody just to buy clothes for me, and then just like donate them immediately after I wore them.
Fair.
You
Time wear, and then the item gets like appraised for even more.
Oh my
Joe
God.
Burrow.
That's insane.
Yeah, you actually could make money doing that, just for your likeness.
Signing the clothing or like a hat. Be like,
Probably-
I wore this hat once, and now I'm signing it and giving it to you. Now it's worth fucking
That's
$5,000
The game day outfits probably do go for some money, actually.
or cleats.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, game day cleats too. But I wonder who owns the game day cleats.
Mm.
That's a big deal.
Is it like a like do they travel with them or
The Bengals might own them. The Bengals might own the shoes. You
It's
never
a
know.
great question.
Everything's like Nike, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
no.
of something of the sorts, like some big.
You choose.
brand.
You choose what brand you want. You
Right.
choose what shoes you want. But like,
even that high up in
Yeah.
any type of league you can.
yeah, usually you choose.
I know
Usually,
basketball players mostly can choose whatever shoe they wear
yeah.
and like arm or wristband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say
see.
it's the same with football.
What
The only-
about
The only thing you can't do is do stuff to your
helmets
helmet.
and gear?
Can't do anything
Can't
to your
do- I
helmets.
see.
You can probably do. You can do like, I don't know, man. I don't want to talk so much shit, but yeah, I would say like arm sleeves, leg sleeves, how high or how like.
I really
your
want to know
chest
the
bag.
limitations on like articles of clothing or apparel or just shit that you can get away with in the
Can't do
NFL.
Can't do crazy colors though. You have
Can't do piercings, chains, necklaces, any of that.
Well, people
Yeah.
wear chains. People definitely
I
wear
have
chains.
seen chains snatched
And
in
I've-
the NFL.
I've seen like,
Freaking
yeah. I don't know
That's
why
crazy.
people wear chains.
Yeah, I would never do that. That's
Yeah.
a
gnarly.
light chain I can understand.
No.
Really?
I mean, yeah, sure.
God, that would just
I would
imagine
do it,
getting
but
ripped
I think,
right there.
I think it's better than having like a big old chain for sure. I would not have a big chain at all. It's like what you guys are describing is like the military, like how they have to be in uniform at
Mhm.
all times. Type
Yeah.
shit.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
nuts.
Yeah. The military sponsors, by the way. You know, you do the Pledge of Allegiance every single game.
Fair.
But, like, why is there a Pledge of Allegiance?
To our great country of America.
Let's go back to...
technically, is it a Pledge of Allegiance or is it like the national anthem?
Oh, it's probably the national anthem. You're right. The Pledge of Allegiance
That'd be so weird if we all had to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Because, like, for the national anthem, you could just sit there, stand there with your hat on your chest or just with your hands behind
Just
your
sit
back.
there. Yeah.
But the pledge is everyone's involved.
Right, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Can't remember the last time I did a pledge.
Me neither.
I just watched a video about the Pledge of Allegiance, and the dude brought up a great point about how the flag and for the republic for which it stands. So technically, we've always been a republic.
Okay.
Instead of a democracy. I think that's a great.
We're a democratic republic, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
What?
Yeah.
We're a democratic republic?
I thought so.
I think so too.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was always thrown around.
Man, that sounds like Congo, the DRC.
Oh yeah, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yeah.
Damn.
But that place is corrupt as fuck, though, isn't it?
It is.
U.S. is more corrupt.
You could
We just hide stuff.
We
there.
hide it. We do hide
I
it.
could see that.
Yeah, the corrupt. I remember somebody saying, this is like at a Christmas party a couple years back, and they were saying like, corruption's been going down over the years. Like it's been getting like better. Like there's been less corruption over time. But then like, come on, 2020, you really want to tell me that there was no corruption during that time? Come
Talking
on,
about
bro.
corruption, I seen the craziest fucking clip. Can I bring it up on YouTube?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. So yeah, you're gonna have to go over. It's on this side.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
But before you bring it up, back to that email list conversation. There was this one guy named Anakin, and he represented a court company. And I just asked him like simply like, he was asking like something about the podcast and if we wanted to be like sponsors of some sort. I was just like, yeah, sure. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, what are your offers? And then at the end of it, since his name was Anakin, I was like, Anakin, I have the high ground.
Oh my god, this guy.
What would Padme think? And he
hilarious.
hasn't responded. And I really hope he does respond because
That's such a badass name, though.
Anakin.
For sure, yeah. It's pretty fire.
You don't see that every day.
You don't.
And it's definitely based off of Star Wars. No one in their right mind was just like thinking,
No.
hey, Anakin sounds really nice.
Yeah, I don't think I know any Anakins. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know a single Anakin.
He's like, oh, I passed this name down for generation now.
Oh
you
my
watched
God.
Star Wars once and was hooked.
That's hilarious.
yeah, that's super true.
No, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Could you hit the backspace? I think that might be pulling up to that. Yeah.
I see.
So I was trying to
Yeah.
click. I was trying to delete.
Get off of it.
Yeah.
No, get off of you.
Oh,
Get
yep,
off
yep.
this.
I was
Yeah.
trying to delete the hotkey. And
Yeah.
I hit backspace to try and delete it, and
You
it set that as the hotkey.
Fucker. Just don't hit. Do you know a way around hitting the backspace?
I can just.
Yeah, you
Change
just
it every
highlight.
time.
You highlight the whole word and just start typing.
Yes,
That's a great
That's
way.
a great way to do it. Yeah.
Do you want to watch this video though? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
You might have watched it before, but it literally. You said something about corruption, and this shit just.
Full screen. But you're gonna have to. So in these moments, Kahaya, can you go to an individual camera? So, until this pulls
Oh,
off.
I see what you're
Because
saying.
I'm not trying to show YouTube that I have ad blockers
I
on YouTube.
understand.
You know.
I understand.
The crazy part
Good.
about this, you want to watch it just or without context?
No, give me some context. What's up?
So, corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Talking
Yeah.
about corruption.
Right.
What's south of us?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico.
So they got these things that they're still using. They looted them or crafted them. They have submarines
Okay.
and they pack them to the brim with cocaine.
Yeah. Okay.
And they travel wherever with it.
Right.
To,
Okay.
to get rid of it. But the Coast Guard.
Well, to sell it.
Yeah.
Not to get rid of it.
Get rid of it for money.
sure.
But this shit reminded me of like a Call of Duty mission. The Coast Guard ends up finding a submarine and they fucking breach it.
Really?
Yeah, it was the coolest video I watched.
So
Let's
is it
see
like a
this
cartel submarine
Dude.
or like a U.S. submarine?
It's a cartel
Oh,
submarine.
okay.
Well, I don't know based off of. It could be like crafted by the cartel.
No, most of these are. Your house.
Holy crap! This is
Most-
intense as shit.
I think some of them are Russian subs that they sell to Mexico just to
Yeah.
like muddy up the waters for us. See what I did
Yeah.
there?
It could be literally any nation's submarine.
It could be any old
But
sub.
how do you expect the submarine to hear you screaming? Isn't this guy's got the best job though?
Is he just yelling in Spanish to tell him like to stop?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Stop the boat.
It's weird that they're surfaced. Don't you
I
think?
know.
Yeah, they should be underwater.
I think some of them just can't handle the pressure anymore.
That makes sense. Yeah. Dude, he's just like pounding
Isn't
on
this
it.
so
This is
badass, though?
intense as fuck. I would love to do this.
I know. Couldn't they just come up with guns and just start shooting?
They could.
Damn, bro. I would
Apparently,
have came in with like a laser chainsaw or something and just like started ripping to the side of it.
Sure.
Damn.
no, that's some
the
real Star
CIA
Wars shit.
Well, the CIA wants to resell that cocaine. Come on.
Yeah, we can't get wet, can we?
Why do you think we're not blowing up the submarine? You're right. We're gonna get it for all it's worth. Not letting any of that get wet.
God damn it. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's so horrible. That's so fucking true, though. They're
that
like,
crazy?
we're gonna confiscate this.
That video is 5 years old though, and it just popped up on my Twitter like a week ago.
Damn,
That's
really?
insane.
Interesting.
It straight up reminded me of like a Call of Duty mission though.
Yeah.
Like I swear I played that before.
Sure. Yeah, that seems pretty.
Gnarly.
Seems pretty.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's what they got going down there. Submarines full of cocaine.
Mm-hmm. They also have
Look at
like
this little thumbnail.
they have full
Over 100 million. That's crazy. But yeah, you can stuff them.
but that's really not that much, to be honest. You just see a little small payload in that thumbnail.
Oh, let me show the viewers.
I'm glad that they don't have any torpedoes left on them. You know?
You
Yeah,
know,
that'd be
well, that
bad.
was actually going to go back to my original point, which is these cartels are almost operating as a government. You know, they have so much money flowing through, and they have American money. You know, pretty good American money, and so they've been able to weaponize themselves.
Yeah,
to
they
be able.
don't wash the money. They straight up equip themselves with it.
Yeah.
Like
with
we
an
have
arsenal.
Fort Knox that's full of fucking like gold. They have like some sort of fort of their own, but instead of gold, it's just fucking bricks of cocaine.
Yeah.
Different
El Laboratory.
different bricks.
Yeah. And then also they just have a full fucking fledged army.
They
You
do have
know?
an army.
I remember
Yeah,
hearing
they got grenades. They
I was-
got everything.
I remember hearing a story that there was there was like a bunch of presidential candidates assassinated, almost like 5 or 6 or 7 of them.
In Mexico?
It was more
In
than
Mexico.
That. It was
Yeah, for
30.
sure.
30? Yeah.
30 just so one woman could get elected.
Yeah.
She definitely has to have ties to the cartel.
You
for
fucking
sure.
think?
Yeah.
You fucking
of
think?
course. 100%.
She was probably born in the cartel.
Yeah.
At what point are you like, you know, let's stop the killing? I think this one's a good candidate.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like having meetings like, you know,
No.
this first female president. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's either she's part of the cartel or she's related to the guy who wrote Dragon Ball Z. There's only 2 scenarios.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
Yeah, and then there was also this thing I kept hearing about that they would kind of like harass the rural areas in Mexico. Like they would let Mexico City alone, but then like all these like small towns that the cartel would like harass them just for the towns to vote a particular way. And so like that's kind of like how they would lean these presidential candidates into office. And so I just found that fucking
That's like some
fascinating.
mafia shit.
Yeah.
That's like insurance. you
On
know?
a large scale though. You're talking about a country the size of the United States. You know, that's
Yeah.
really fucking close to us too. It's crazy how like that is our next door neighbor. Our next door neighbor had 30 presidential candidates assassinated. That's so fucking insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That's so crazy. And we vacation there. That's really crazy.
Dude,
yeah, and,
I would
and we
hate-
can't get rid of our presidential candidates for
Hey,
shit.
yo. No matter how old they are.
For real.
God can't even assassinate them.
Literally.
Can't even smite them.
Fuck.
That's a horrible statement too, but yeah.
Bro, if I was getting pistol whipped to vote for Biden, that'd be terrible.
Yeah?
That'd be nuts. But I heard that
Yeah.
like the vote. It was I found this on the Joe Rogan podcast. There was like
Sure.
a short of him explaining his trip to like what was it? Like Puerto Rico, one of the islands
Sure.
in Mexico down
No,
south.
Puerto Rico is a
Island.
Jamaica, Puerto Rico, something down south.
isn't Puerto
There's
Rico?
Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti.
Guys, I thought Puerto Rico was in the mainland of Mexico. What's a
No, it's
district?
their
Panama.
What does the United States own? I thought it was
I think they own Costa Rica.
They own Panama.
Costa Rica
Yeah.
and Puerto Rico. I always get confused, I guess.
I thought we owned Panama. Or the
We
Panama Canal.
We own the Panama Canal. Yeah, we operate the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
That makes it sound better.
So he was on
Yeah, go
some island
Okay.
down south, and
Sure.
he was on vacation, and he asked the tour guide if he could go off campus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
off the resort. And he said as soon as he left the resort, it was just like a military base. Like, there was tanks and fucking everything, which
Mhm.
isn't something that you would see in a day-to-day basis. Just a fucking tank. That's
Right.
insane. Just protecting like all the tourists and keeping the tourist cash flow,
Mm-hmm.
making sure the cartel doesn't like fuck with it. I guess
Yeah.
A whole ass tank outside of the resort.
a whole tank, bro. It's just
Man.
not gnarly.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes total sense. I don't understand how they think that will stop the cartel, though. You know?
It really won't.
Like, one tank's cool. Like, a whole army's cool, too. But
Right.
still, like, wait, sometimes force, you can still have the there's
Yeah.
Coercion.
there's double agents here and there. I
Yeah.
mean, like, come on.
The coconut vendor could be selling coconuts with a little extra flavor. You know what I mean?
Sure. And he's also, like, on a walkie-talkie trying to get sex traffic.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have agents down there. You just have everyone's the same army. I don't think anyone's trying to trade in.
Well, if your family is abducted by the cartel, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're gonna be
What
on
are you
some
gonna do?
John Wick shit.
Yeah, you're
That'd
gonna.
be fire.
Have you guys watched Dune? Have you watched Dune?
I
The
haven't.
doctor, in the first movie, the doctor's wife gets abducted by the Arcanins. Sorry, I'm getting real
Doctor's
nerdy.
wife.
And that's why the Atreides get like betrayed. If that makes sense, it doesn't matter. But straight out the book, that book actually.
I liked Dune Part 2.
Yeah, I'm reading Dune.
How
just
many
like the
books
Dune.
are there? 3?
3. There's 3 books. Yeah,
Mm.
fucking phenomenal, dude. And I know I talked about it last week, but fucking phenomenal. So yeah,
So the wife got abducted,
yeah.
and then I
And
assume
then
he has no way to get her. Or something?
He has no way to get her, but so he becomes a double agent, and he betrays his home, he betrays his own kingdom
Wow.
to be able to have the other kingdom basically slay everyone and take over a
Holy
whole
shit.
world. Yeah, just from this one guy who like lowers the shields and like allows them to come in. Yeah, it's pretty tragic, but
Just to get his wife back.
yeah. And so
Fuck.
like if that's War Games 101. Find a sensitive target, abduct their family. Done. You've pretty much made a great double agent. So
I have a question.
What?
Does Lord Harkonnen die?
Lord Harkonnen. Like
Or Baron?
the Baron is the isn't Baron the Harkonnen's like leader, the big fat
Yeah.
guy. He dies. Yes,
How
in the
does he
second
die?
movie. He gets killed by my doppelganger.
Spoilers.
He gets killed by my doppelganger. He gets
Really?
killed
I don't
by
remember him dying.
because at the end of movie 2,
I remember Austin Butler dying. Right?
yeah,
'Cause he
but that's
gets
right
slain in
before.
battle.
But that's right before. So
And then he kills.
like I forget his name in the. My doppelganger walks up to
The Duke.
the Duke. Yeah.
No, yeah, their doppelganger.
Paul.
The Duke.
Paul
right?
walks up to Baron, and he's laying on the ground because he was getting interrogated by the Emperor, and then so he kills Baron, and then he
does that thing.
yeah, he does that, and then he addresses the Emperor, and then they go into that mission control room to have that battle with Austin Butler. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's right before it. That's such a fucking great sequence. God, and I really when you watch the second movie.
Just here.
When
Confused.
you watch the second movie, it's in the end, you really think Paul's gonna die. You really think you're damn, the main person's about to.
Yeah.
It really keeps you on the edge. You're there's no fucking way that it could go any. Yeah.
You really haven't seen the first one?
Nope.
You gotta watch it. It's great sci-fi.
I do
It's
need to watch it.
One of the Like
I wonder if I can get it on DVD. I'll probably watch it 4K at my house.
DVD.
Get that shit on Redbox, Kahaya.
Yeah,
4K
Yeah.
Blu-ray it.
yeah. I just got
Yeah.
Blu-ray. So if it's actually there, yeah, I'll look
You know,
for
maybe
that.
Netflix sends CDs through the mail still.
What? No way. No fucking way.
That's what they used to do. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know why they stopped. I wonder if there's like a secret little like
Because they lost money.
there might be like a secret little setting in Netflix like just send me the DVD. I'll send that.
there's no.
Well,
That'd be so nice.
yeah, it'd
Be
be
like,
great.
just mail it to me. I don't want to watch it now. I want to watch it on physical
Yeah, you should, Kaya. You really you should just you should watch it. It's some of the best sci-fi out there, man. It's so fucking good. Whoever,
It's just a nice break from like Star Wars or just all the normal shit.
I see.
and it's ambient. Like it's like an ambient experience. Like they don't fill it up with just like nonsense conversations. You know, like
Yeah,
most.
it's never usually dead air. It's usually like a good soundtrack or like really
see.
cool sound.
Hey-ya! It's so fucking.
That soundtrack is
What
like
the
so. What is it?
It's goated, bro.
No, it's not like Hindu, but it's like just got that
oh
Middle East feeling.
Yeah.
I see.
It's-
It's desert vibes. Type
It's
shit.
really got the Middle East points for sure. Like it definitely feels
Okay.
And
Middle
then
East inclusive.
The word that they always use, the Iraqi. I always get it confused
with the Mushahideen.
Iraq.
Oh, Arrakis.
Yeah.
Arrakis.
Arrakis.
I'm like the whole movie. I'm like they're just saying Iraq.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's very true. Oh man. Yeah, I love the movies for sure.
That's great if you want to watch a future civil war on a planet that you don't care about. It's awesome.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see it for sure. Do need to see it.
Yeah.
We got big sandworms. They literally had
Dude.
no relevancy towards the plot.
They've never explained the worms either.
Yeah.
How they fucking live. How are they miles long?
Wasn't there one birthed in the second movie?
Yeah, well, in the second movie you see like
Yeah.
an infant worm and then they
Grow it.
Yeah, well they extract the venom from it. And then that's
The one that turned your eyes blue?
yeah, that's the elixir of life, or like the water of life, I think they call it. And then when you extract the venom, you have to kill the worm. You have to kill the infant worm, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
That's crazy as shit.
The
It's pretty
movie is
cool.
just
Oh.
wrapped in like weird symbolic and like weird imagery.
You should. Could you look up the Dune 2 worm extraction?
Yeah.
Worm water of life, and then because there's a particular scene where the woman's like.
What?
It's so fucking good. It's
Dude,
a little bit down. A little down.
I
What
saw
is
that
that?
popcorn bucket.
Nah, keep going. That's in the second movie, dude. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, let's go.
Let's see it.
You seen the popcorn bucket?
Yeah, the popcorn bucket's pretty crazy. It's like a worm-messy.
Or mussy.
We're
Yeah,
messy.
worm-messy. I think we discussed
Yeah.
this before.
We all remember.
We made a
Okay.
video about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got really roasted on that one.
Did we?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people were hating on that one. I think we could still shit on Zendaya. Like
This scene gave me goosebumps.
Dude, when she falls
That's a
off, she's
good
going to fall
fucking-
off so hard. Zendaya.
you think so?
Yeah.
Why are you loading? Do a
You have to
refresh.
you have to refresh. It gets weird. I don't know. My ad blocker is really good.
Yeah, she's
Can
really
you do
like
reaction?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
she's really into it.
This is a guy.
That's a woman.
No way.
That's a woman.
Yeah, it is a woman.
What in tarnation?
Yeah, so they're like killing the worm. And then
What in tarnation? So it's dead.
and now it's dead. And then they're gonna like insert the
Syringe of some sort?
right.
I don't know why they
Wow,
can't
they
just
got
extract
nice
that shit.
milers.
Why can't they just extract that shit when it's alive?
I didn't fucking ask questions, man.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It was so cool, but like they
Hey, look at us.
they really cut that down.
Wait, how many people are watching that? So interesting.
All right, we got
2? Bruh.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it on my phone. I'll show you guys on the phone.
Was that the CERN?
So with this elixir of life,
Mm-hmm.
What does it do? Like, it just makes your eyes blue? Is that it, or is there more to it?
It helps you like see the future. So the spice is supposed to like help you foresee things and kind of have like an understanding of your purpose in life.
I see.
And so
Isn't the spice different from the water of life though?
The water of life
doesn't make you not allergic to spice, because I think spice is toxic to non-Iraqis.
I don't think it's toxic because they farm it. They farm the spice. They collect the spice, and so the spice is for the Space Guild. Wow, I'm really getting fucking deep. You want me to be a fucking nerd?
It is a deep movie though.
So the spice is the thing that they collect for the Space Guild to be able to travel the universe. Okay,
it's almost like the fuel for their rockets.
For their ability to fly. It's just for the pilots to be able to foresee where to go. It's a very strange thing.
Oh, so it's used as like a substance?
A substance, yes.
Not as a fuel.
Not as a fuel.
Okay.
And so, and then the water of life is the ceremony that like the Reverend Mothers do. And the Reverend Mothers are the like shaman, you could say, like the chief, just like the religious leader.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that whole movie that the mother just kept getting more and more weird.
I loved that.
Really?
I loved that. Yeah,
it was creepy.
Fucking into it, man. So into it.
So weird. No. Let me explain. Everything you guys are saying is super weird.
Go on to yours. There you go.
Everything you guys are saying is super weird, especially after seeing that fucking crazy chemistry experience and like just the scene and the way the person is dressed. This movie sounds fucking crazy.
It's like experiencing a different culture.
Yeah.
It's a cool movie.
Do you want to do the what's a good scene for him to see?
To blow my brain or to have understanding?
The Austin Butler fight?
I like the one where they get all ambushed. You know what I'm talking about?
Get ambushed.
You're gonna like this one.
Where they get ambushed, huh?
Yeah.
Is this like a fight scene so I understand how they fight?
Not the explosion. Is it this one? Or is it this one?
Which one? Which ambush are you talking about? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you could. Yeah, this is a great one. Oh, this is great.
Are you sure it's that one or this one? Yeah, it is this one.
Yeah, go about a minute and 30 in.
Alrighty. No ads.
Yeah, they got stealth combat on their side.
Jesus Christ. So
they
don't a little explanation here.
So the black guys are the Iraqians.
Okay.
Or no, the Harkonnens, excuse me.
They're the Harkonnens.
And those are the bad guys.
They don't use guns or anything, since all of them have like these weird shields on.
Yeah.
I see.
They're like kinetic shield.
And these shields block all.
But the other guys don't have it.
Most. Let's say most. But most people don't wear shields because it attracts the worms.
Oh.
So, it's just... Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck.
The whole battle really is just against the Harkonnen.
I see.
But yeah, it's because they are collecting spice and being greedy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting movie then.
Why not just live and like coincide with each other and just let them collect the spice? You know what I mean?
Because they came as like soulless dictators towards that planet.
Oh, so they're like trying to control it as well.
Yeah, and they won't allow the local people of the planet to exist. Like they have to go into hiding because they keep getting like just genocided.
Fuck.
And so yeah.
That's fucked.
It's got so many themes in it. Like it's crazy.
It's like the religious aspect is super deep too. The religious aspect of he's like gonna become the way. He is the chosen one. He will deliver the way. Yeah, and there's one particular scene where Paul is talking to his mom right after he gets the water of life, and he's like, I feel all of our enemies around us, but there is a way.
Oh my god.
And they got this really weird like ceremonial thing too, where like the witch, she apparently goes to the son of, the Duke, and then she also goes to the antagonist, and they both stick their hand in this like box thing, And I guess it's supposed to make them feel like the most pain they've ever felt in their life, and they're not supposed to like move a single inch.
You should show that scene. That's Paul meeting Reverend Mother, because that is such a fucking good scene too. Oh my god, dude, I fucking love that part of the movie.
Sounds gnarly as shit.
So fucking good.
This is a Dune 2 appreciation.
Hey, can you go on?
Oh, it's the backspace.
Yeah. Not that one. Keep going down.
Maybe
test. Do test on top of Type in test because it's. Yeah, that scene. How far?
Oh yeah, and she holds a fucking needle next to his neck so he doesn't move.
Fuck. Yeah, I forget the name that they call it in the book, but it's so fucking cool. So like Paul is getting tested by the Emperor's Reverend Mother, and she's the truth sayer. So she like basically has advises
like psychic powers.
Yeah, and she also advises the Emperor. And so she sifts through people, making sure that they aren't animalistic. And so she's like testing a Duke's son to see if he has the ability to rule and to see if he responds from pain. You know?
Right.
So it's super fun. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
this part. What
a great scene.
Yeah, that's intense.
Fucking so good. We just like deleted 4 minutes of our fucking recording because you can't have that. It's a copyright
it out.
Yeah.
When are they making Dune the anime? When is that coming out?
Never, bro. Never. I hope they never do it.
You know, when I seen Rebel Moon or whatever.
Yeah. That thing's.
I thought that was like an offshoot of Dune, but apparently it wasn't.
It's just like an independent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rebel Moon. The first movie was just okay. I wasn't too crazy about it. Did you watch Rebel Moon? That is. It's like a Netflix movie. They came out with the second movie. I watched the first one. And
Rebel Moon, eh?
Yeah. It's just not what. Does
it take place in like the same setting, or
it's like space Nazis as well?
Space Nazis. That's right. Yeah. Do they say that actually?
Tyrannical ruling force.
Sure, but they are space Nazis. Yeah.
Love some sci-fi. Sci-fi is the best.
Wait, is this the one that you were talking about last time?
No, that's Moonfall.
Moonfall.
I haven't watched
so
Moonfall
many movies
yet.
I need to watch.
Yeah. You never watch them though.
I know, right?
You never fucking watch
them.
So bad. Yeah.
I haven't turned on my TV in about like 2 months probably.
Really? Good for you. That's good for you.
Pretty crazy.
Keep those harmful rays out, man.
Yeah. You should just unplug your TV.
Fuck, I should do that.
Because let me tell you,
wasting energy. Yeah.
Well, no, it listens to you.
Oh, that's fine. I think they need to hear what I'm saying.
Huh? All modern TVs have basically microphones.
Cameras. There's a camera apparently attached to my TV, but I can't find it.
That's creepy.
But every single TV that was made past like 2012 or 2015 has a mic in it, and the newer ones have cameras in it to check your facial expressions to see if you like particular things or not.
Now that makes me question like fridges and stuff too.
Dude, fridges I learned that apparently like the silicone wafer like microchip processors, you can have like a micro camera, not camera, but a mic.
Interesting.
Yeah, in a small, tiny wafer that's like, the green little tiny itty bitty microprocessors that are in your computer. Like, those could have mics in it, which is insane. They can do whatever they want with that shit. They could put GPS in there. They could put so much like technology into that.
Same thing with the like the Roombas. The Roombas I don't know if I talked about this already, but the Roombas, just the robot vacuum cleaners from China, all have mics in them.
It's insane.
And,
And how many of those Roombas have voice command feature?
None. None of them have voice command. Yeah. I bet there's a lot of technology in this apartment. I bet there's more than 10 mics in this apartment. Not including the ones we're talking in.
Yeah.
Right. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Not including our phones either.
Yeah.
No, I'm not including my phone.
Phones or mics not included.
Or this computer. I know this computer has a mic.
We're just talking about shit that you wouldn't think.
Yeah. Has a mic. Yeah, like that thing right there. Your keypad? I bet that has a mic.
This shit right here. I would not be surprised if I had a mic. Remember all the source code we saw in this shit?
That's right, dude.
Nuts.
He opened up the code for this motherfucker.
That shit was crazy.
Longer than that Dune book.
Literally.
Okay.
It's fucking insane.
It's
just to power some keys.
Yeah. Correct.
Like,
That's weird.
I bet my Bose speaker up there definitely has a mic. That's a 1,000% for sure. My fridge, oven, and microwave, I bet they got all mic for sure.
I saw a clip online, and it was like this guy that works for the government, and back in the day you used to be able to have a burner phone, and you could break the burner phone for like not to operate, so you wouldn't be able to be tracked or listened to. And then this guy's like, I can hear you through your phone without you even having a battery in your phone. And I really do think it's that microprocessor that is like allowing that to occur.
Does it not even need electricity?
Apparently.
Is what you're saying?
Apparently.
It's just like a simple radio. It's a simple radio.
They're doing something.
Damn, just pure vibrations at that point.
Did I ever tell you that one story? You're going to think I'm schizophrenic after this.
Let's hear it.
I had this crazy experience. I was just like, I believe I was at my old house, still living with my parents.
Southgate. No. Okay.
And I was just like sitting watching Netflix, but I was like gaming earlier, so I still had my gaming headset on, but I was just watching Netflix with them. And this thing starts picking up in my headset, and I was like, this isn't Netflix. So I like paused it, and I just hear like talking. I was like, what the fuck? And I swear it like picked up some like communication to do with like radio or transmission.
That's fucking nuts.
That's fucking crazy.
It's because it was just plugged into my Xbox.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess my Xbox is bugged, or I'm picking up some weird waves. I don't know. But it was the weirdest experience of my life. And it was two voices I heard too.
Really?
It was like back and forth.
Were they faint or no?
They were really faint.
Really?
Yeah.
So you couldn't like pick up what they were saying?
Not really. But it made me think that like there's more things in our life that's bugged than we don't know about.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. I have a kind of a similar experience, and I think about like I've never really had a ghost experience ever in my life. And I've never had a moment where I felt like I was being like sinisterly watched by the CIA or just some type of like surveillance.
Like after that happened though, I definitely Googled like, can my headset pick up just random transmission?
Yeah. But I've never had like a moment where I was like, I'm being watched. But there was this one moment I remember. I was like, it was like 4 years ago, and I was just like helping out my uncle. I was like setting up some like shelving in his house, okay? And his wife came up to me, my aunt, and she was like, just talking to me. We were like sitting on the ground, like looking at just like how we were gonna set up this shelving unit for the house. And like both of our phones were on the ground. All right, we're talking on the ground. I'm like face to face with her, and we were both silent for a second, and we heard a woman's voice say something very clear, super duper clear, like just like a simple phrase. I can't remember what the phrase was, but it wasn't Siri and it wasn't our phones. I like to this day I know it wasn't, and I still today like, and we both, and I remember she like looked at me and she's like, "You heard that, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I did."
It's one of those moments.
You heard that, right? And she was like, "Yes," and I was like, and I looked around and I was like, there was no vents by us. You know how like vents carry sound sometimes? There was no vent around. There was nobody else in the house. There was nobody on the fucking block. Like it was just us, and I was like, damn. And to this day, like I have no explanation, and
that's scary.
It is just like weird shit like that.
It's shit like that where you're like, am I just like mentally okay?
I know.
But when the other person like confirms it though, that makes it so much worse.
And that's when I was like sitting down thinking about it, because like that memory struck me a couple days ago, and I just still have no explanation, like still like, what the fuck was that?
Some shit just you never get an answer for.
You never do, dude.
You're like just waiting for an answer to just pop up one day.
And I felt like the reasonable person, and like she jumped to conclusions that it was a ghost, and I was like, it doesn't have to be a ghost. It could be something else, but I still unexplained as fuck. And like, yeah, those moments, like that's the only moment I can think of in my life where I truly have an unexplained situation.
Did it shake you up for a while though?
Fucking weeks I was thinking about. I couldn't go to bed sometimes thinking about it because I was like, what the fuck was that? Because her voice was a little sinister in nature. It was just a little unnerving in nature, but like,
Never been back though.
Never to that room.
To that, yeah.
That house sold.
Damn.
That house is sold.
Damn.
At market price.
No,
Oh, boy.
the realtor never explained that there's a haunting.
Oh boy. Guess it might have just been witching hour. You never know.
You never fucking know, dude.
Jesus.
That's literally like, that's the only unexplained thing that I could probably think of that happened to me though. It's just like picking up weird conversation just by watching Netflix.
Yeah. And Xbox groups too. Like I haven't been on an Xbox like live in a while, but like
party,
like a party chat. Yeah.
Dude, those are always so fun.
So fun. Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to be playing games.
Yeah. You just hear the nonsense.
Yeah.
The nonsense going on.
So I actually did some fucked up shit.
Uh-huh.
So I worked at Sam's Club,
Yeah,
and there
sure.
was a Walmart right next to it.
Okay.
And we both had walkie-talkies, but I think
you
they
switched a channel.
Yeah, we switched the channel on them.
Sure.
I think our management knew that you could somehow connect to Walmart's
Yeah.
channel,
Yeah.
and so we were always on like a designated channel.
Yeah.
But one day, like I switched my channel just to talk shit to one of my coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking shit, and then we hear something, and we come to realize that it's the other store next door, the Walmart next door.
Yeah.
And then we just had the bright decision of just fucking with them all day. So we just
Clean
start
up
like,
on aisle.
yeah, we just started saying some dumb shit. Like one of the managers, let's say his name was like Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, hey Mike, can you help me at this? Because like someone already asked Mike for something. We're like, hey Mike, when you're done, can you head up front and help me with this?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then like 10 minutes later, be like, where you at? And we just start, chuckling. It's hilarious.
That's really funny.
But the worst thing that we did was there's this one chick that worked in the bakery with us, and she has like a super feminine voice.
Okay.
Like she sounds like a little girl.
Hey, go off this.
Oh shoot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she sounds like a little girl. She has that little girl voice, very feminine.
Okay.
And we told her to switch to the channel and start asking one of the managers to come outside to help her get some carts.
Yeah.
And her voice is kind of like eerie because it's so like girly.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like an anime voice type shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And she was like, I need help getting some carts. Can you come outside and meet me? And then he's like, yeah, I'm on my way. And he's like, we watch him go outside. And he's like looking around the parking lot for, some
He's got the
girl.
walkie up here. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
And then she's just like, behind you and all that shit. Like, yeah, we were the bad guys in that scenario.
That's
for sure.
Fucking comedy. That's really fucking comedy. That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh gosh, I hate walkie-talkies though. But
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah.
So it would be fun as fuck, honestly, to like be able to have a device that can go onto random frequencies and just start fucking with people's like phone calls and everything
Sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Like imagine just infiltrating a phone call and being like, "What's up? What's up?"
You know how quick you would scare the shit out of people.
I know that should be hilarious.
You would really scare
ever
them.
Or like
listen-
get in their AirPods or something to listen to music or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That happens to me all the time, actually. So, like, I'll connect my phone to, like, every car I ever fucking drive, right? And so, like, my parents' cars, like, my phone immediately connects. And so, whatever bullshit, like, rap music I'm listening to the moment plays in their car when they start it, okay? Or
That's
some
crazy.
bullshit podcast I'm listening to. Like, and, that's funny, actually. The last week, I was listening to the Terrence Howard interview with Joe Rogan, and like one of my parents got into their vehicle, turned it on, and started listening to Terrence explaining how stars are or planets are born from stars, and that everyone else is wrong and gravity is dead. And so
Just the whole science agenda.
and I didn't realize that it started playing on that car, and then you know, like they got out, they talked to me, like, what the fuck was I listening to? And I was like,
what did I just endure?
Yeah, it's a fucking tough conversation. So
That's
like
hilarious.
that shit happens to me all the time. Like I also feel like when I listen to my AirPods and I'm walking around, my AirPods will like flutter in connection. And I always think it's because someone else's connection is very similar to mine, and and our devices are like rethinking if that's my device or their device. That's what I always, because my AirPods always flutter when someone else's AirPods are on too.
Do you want to know the cool thing about Bluetooth?
Tell me.
Do you already know about it?
No, what is it? How do I know?
How do you know?
I'm ignorant. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bluetooth?
I barely know anything about Bluetooth.
So the thing with Bluetooth is that almost every millisecond or second, it's connecting. It's not like a permanent connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it like your phone sends a code out,
Mm-hmm.
and then your AirPods pick up that code, and then they also have to shoot back another code.
Back to the phone or back to whatever.
Yeah,
okay,
but at the same time, the code is always changing because it doesn't want to stay on the same channel, or else it'll interfere with other Bluetooth devices.
Okay.
So that's
Crazy.
why Bluetooth changes every millisecond or second.
Okay. So what
So
I'm talking about
TV
is real.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Because I'm only observing this. I don't fucking know.
I tried watching a Bluetooth video, like how to understand Bluetooth,
Mhm.
and yeah, they use like, I don't know if they use certain numbers or like a string of numbers, but they just shoot it back and forth like information.
It's nuts.
That's
Like,
fucking crazy.
I had a peer review. I'm taking like a technical writing class right now, and I had a peer review like a computer science kid's like research document, and it was on like networking, and it was like that same scenario but like for a website. It was Amazon, and he was like explaining that Amazon will like send something like information to your computer, and then they'll send it back to Amazon, and they'll like communicate, and that allows you to like have access to the website and everything. It's kind of that similar scenario. And it was just so much information. I was so lost reading his shit. It was just so advanced.
Shout out to Murder Boner. He commented in our chat.
nice.
No way. Murder
Yeah.
boner.
You know, that's what I get every time I
What?
I'm just kidding.
You know,
Every time I
murder your boner?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sad and terrible, eh?
So he said
Rebel
the
Moon.
Rebel Moon was terrible.
I didn't watch it.
I see.
I watched the first one. It was fucking dog shit. But like I watched it all the way through to see if it got any better. And
The
it didn't.
only real reason I know about it is just from commercials.
Yeah, sure.
And then that Liquid Death.
The
thing.
Liquid Death shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought when I saw the Liquid Death commercial, I thought that was just Liquid Death being crazy. You know what I mean?
With
Like
their marketing ploys.
they always do some crazy shit.
Yeah,
Liquid
sure.
Death does. But like when but when I figured out that was a real fucking
They teamed up with one of my favorite shows, The Boys, and they did a collab with a superhero.
Did they?
Yeah.
Cool.
His power is dumb, though. It's being in control of aquatic life. Like Aquaman.
Yeah.
But his power is gross.
Mhm.
He likes flirting with the fish.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what the heck?
Sure.
That's hilarious.
That's the joke about Aquaman is that he fucks the fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? What?
You've never heard that one
No,
before?
I have not heard that.
I feel like Family Guy put me onto that
Oh,
one.
okay.
Family Guy or something.
I highly recommend that show, though.
Really? You
It's
always
up there.
You always
It's up
recommend The
there.
Boys.
I
Yeah.
think in terms of like TV shows, I'd say it's better than Stranger Things.
Damn.
it got me.
son.
It got me more hooked than Stranger Things. After the
Crazy.
first episode,
That's crazy.
like you know how Stranger Things it might take you a couple episodes.
it takes you one or two.
Yeah, the
The
boys.
first
It was literally
episode-
just like the first episode for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I fuck with this.
The first season of Stranger Things though is cinematically beautiful.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
it doesn't play like a movie or like a regular show. It literally like just when you watch it, it's something else.
It's nuts.
It's like an 8-hour movie. It really feels like an 8-hour movie. And it's crazy that they can do that because like
They got the suspense so right in the first season.
yeah.
Like, where the fuck is Will?
Yeah. Yeah. And the storylines are pretty unique too. Like how they, I mean, you always have to have like 3 or 4 storylines going on simultaneously. And yeah, they just do a
They knew
beautiful
how to
job.
layer that well. Yeah.
And I don't like movies that do separate storylines though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just don't like it. Like in Dune, they don't do that shit. They never go off the storyline. It's always one storyline.
Yeah, following the main character.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all they do.
I think I kind of like it when it splits, but then it comes back together.
Yeah, sure.
I like that. Where like you see a little bit of the side character's life, just so you can like have an understanding of who they are and like, you know, get like a little attached, and then it comes back together, and then they die, and then you're salty as fuck.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Stranger Things?
I've not seen Stranger Things.
That's crazy.
You got a whole list.
I do. I have a fucking laundry list. Dude, I was thinking about like watching movies on YouTube, and because I haven't seen them, I don't know like how people react to them.
Sure.
Like if they love them or some shit. Like, let's say I was watching Space Jam and I was like, this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know, or something that everyone loves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this shit fucking sucks. This shit is ass.
Mm-hmm.
I just get like all that hate. That'd be nuts. That'd be funny as fuck.
You know what we should do?
I think what your problem is, you should just absorb movies and for what you think of them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like my opinion on them might not be like the popular opinion.
Sure.
And then it'll be like, damn, this guy has no taste in movies.
Yeah. I think the movie that I always go back to that everyone shits on is Jack Reacher. I liked Jack Reacher. It was a Tom Cruise movie of like him being like an ex-operative. That is
all Tom Cruise movies are basically the same.
Yeah.
Same premise.
He's always running.
He's his own stunt man. There's shit blowing up.
Yeah.
Is there a bike involved?
There is.
Motorcycle?
There's a motorcycle involved. Yeah, of course.
I feel like I remember that.
Of course, there's also a muscle car involved, and there's also a lady involved.
Ooh.
And so yeah, of course, there's a couple of interests.
After watching a few Tom Cruise stunts, you're like, how the fuck is this guy still here?
I don't know.
Alive?
He's 60, isn't he?
Damn, he's 60 and
60
still moving?
Dude, I gotta show you.
You should
this
look
one.
it up.
Golly.
Because
yeah.
I've seen Tom Cruise in what's that airplane movie?
You got to get out of this, brother.
Oh snap! The airplane movie.
The airplane movie.
Airplane movie.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun.
I was about to say Top Flight, like it's freaking. What is that one called?
What? What are you talking about?
The three guys and they.
The A-Team?
No, I'm thinking of something else.
That's okay. A-Team. Well, that's 4 people.
Tom Cruise bike stunt, dude. So I watched this video and he ends up attempting this stunt like freaking 6 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You should. Yeah.
It's he used 6 different motorcycles
To be able to achieve it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I clicked there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip.
Yeah, skip through it. I'll put this audio on eventually.
Man, this is insane in the membrane.
So they disguise the ramp in the movie. It's all CGI. So it's like
pause it for a second?
green hill.
Can you pause it for a second? Go back a second. You see that how they aren't even harnessed in.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
couldn't do that bullshit.
And they're like, you know what? I'm trusting that this ramp won't collapse and we won't fall to our fucking death. Go ahead. Play.
Especially since they just made it, or like it's makeshift.
Yeah, dude. It's temporary.
Yeah.
It's scaffolding.
Yeah, literally
Isn't
scaffolding.
this where all the wingsuiters go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chamois or
They ain't
Somewhere in
got no
France.
fucking
Chamois, France.
Yeah.
parachute, no fucking nothing, bro. That's nuts.
Fucking scaffolding.
I think
So-
it'd be dope as fuck to be the team assembling it.
Yeah.
If
That
he
is
like,
a mega ramp. Look at how tall this shit is.
if
This
he
is
like fucking
intense.
passed out or some shit doing this,
Pause that. Oh, that's okay.
if he like passed out or something, what is the helicopter supposed to save him?
What?
If he like passed out or some shit, is the helicopter supposed to save him or something?
No, he dies. That's the part of being a stuntman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
You
saved
prepare yourself
To die.
to
to do the
God
stunt.
to be
Fuck that.
dangerous, to
No.
be in a dangerous situation.
No, fuck that.
Do you see that?
I do.
Was that on the YouTube video or OBS?
It was on OBS.
Interesting.
It is on OBS.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Here, let me keep skipping. Oh fuck.
Here it
What
is.
did I just
Here
do?
it is.
You
Reset
hit
it?
0, I think. Did somebody hit 0?
I didn't hit 0.
You could have hit down.
I think I clicked down. on
Yeah, I
accident.
think that's what happened.
Injury or death.
Injury or death?
I think it's funny that they still wear masks. It's like,
know.
this is the thing we got to worry about, people. We're not worrying about a guy jumping off a mountain.
He looks so good though for fucking, was it 55 or 60?
He's 60, I think.
That Scientology shit must be doing wonders for him.
Yeah. I like how they have a red
This isn't
line.
even, he didn't even do one attempt. He did like 6.
You get comfortable by the 5th one.
Yeah.
You would hope, right?
Yeah, but then once you get too comfortable, that's when you start taking, L's.
The cool thing about in the movie is that the whole ramp is just disguised as a hill.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell no.
God fucking damn.
Bruh.
And you know what's so funny?
The
They just
bike
melee that bike.
Yeah. The bike's just fucked after that. It's like,
It just
calling another one.
Just
Yo.
absolutely destroying that bike.
And he
each
doesn't
time.
wingsuit or anything. He just
Parachutes. Yeah.
Damn, I'd be so fucking stressed being
As
one
the
of the
director.
backman guys. Like, fuck, I
Yeah.
just killed fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
My reputation's over.
Right. Flying back up, guys. Flying back up. Yeah.
Next time, let's do it so the bike falls a little to the left.
And he's acting, by the
That's
way.
the thing, though. And the director's notes, or like what he says, is that Tom is like, yeah, I can hold on for a little bit longer
Oh my god.
after the jump.
You got drones recording that. That's pretty dope. Damn,
That's so fucking
crazy.
insane. That is so fucking insane.
That's
they
not.
just
That's something I'm not doing in Dune. I wonder what the training is to like be able to.
The G-force.
Yeah.
You should go back on that, actually. Go
I know, his cheeks just
Because, like, you
parachuted.
see how much it pulls you. You know?
Golly.
Yeah.
Golly.
I bet that's so much, like, force on your spine
Yeah.
and on your internal
so
organs.
much pressure.
Yeah. Because you're literally going from, like, was it free fall to, like, slow descend? That is
Yeah.
a fucking force, I'm sure. That's an extreme deceleration. God, dude. That shit's so crazy. Which Mission Impossible is this?
I think the 6th one.
The 6th one?
Dead Reckoning Part 1.
I've never seen it.
Good. God.
Is it good?
Louise,
I
man.
don't know. It probably hasn't came out yet, right?
I don't think it has.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do so they are
That was
used
a-
to those G's.
A year ago.
You practice.
Bro, what?
With like
Or
a
you're in a-
gyroscopic chair.
Yeah, that was the next
Okay.
thing I was gonna say. Is those spinning.
Gyroscope.
Yeah, I guess gyroscope. But isn't there another word? It doesn't matter. Just like the spinning
360.
oscillator.
Maybe.
Oscillating.
That sounds about right.
I don't
Who
know, man.
knows?
I don't know.
Man, I heard that like if you get like motion sickness,
Mm-hmm.
those will like definitely make you vomit because you have no idea what's like up, down,
Yeah,
left, right.
you just gotta
Ooh.
accept.
That makes my stomach just knot up.
Really.
Yeah.
I remember doing that, like when I was a little kid at Disney World, maybe. Like they had one of those like space places where they like make you feel all the G forces.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, those are intense. Those are fucking intense. Yeah. It reminds me of like the, have you guys ever been to like not a festival, but a fair where they have that ride? It's like almost like a UFO, and they spin you in a circle.
I thought you were about to say
I haven't
the
been
other
on
one.
that.
I like the Ferris wheel one where you can rotate the car you're in.
Oh my!
Have you ever seen
Yeah,
that one?
those are fucking.
Those are a
oof.
little crazy.
Those get crazy. But the UFO one that I'm referring to, where they spin it really fast, like
Yeah.
you can like stand up,
Sideways.
horizontally, yeah, because you have like so much force that you can just like stand up on the wall and be
I know what
again.
you're talking
I hear
about.
so
yeah.
much shit about those rides, about how many deaths they cause.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know if it's a decapitation, but like I think there's a common injury on it that fucks people.
That's an intense one.
Besides like the G-force, I think decapitation's like up there.
That's
With,
fucking
on that
nuts.
ride at least.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm passing up.
Could
big
you
time.
imagine the scarring in your mind of seeing somebody
as a
Ugh.
child?
as a child and just like you're there for
Oh.
fun, you know? You're not there for like anything else. Not for mourning.
Yeah. Traumatic experience.
Anime villain type shit experience.
Seriously. Did you hear the guy who got hurt at Kings Island? Kings Island, just for you guys, for your viewers, Kings Island is like an amusement park in Cincinnati. And somebody was like trying to retrieve their phone while
was it on the tracks or some shit?
Something like that. It was like the phone was on the tracks, but the guy like asked the operators like, "Hey, can I go retrieve my phone?" And he's like, "Not until the park is closed." And he's like, "Okay." So then he tries to retrieve it himself without like any approval, and he almost got hit by the
train.
By what
the track car,
the car, something, whatever. The
ride.
He got hit by the ride. Yeah, sure, and he got hospitalized. Yeah,
damn.
Extreme.
Well, so he didn't wait until the park was closed.
Exactly, he did while it was active, while it was operating, and so
what the fuck?
Reckless.
It won't be me,
Yeah,
it won't be me.
Yeah, that's about the dumbest thing that you could do for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Could you imagine almost losing your life because of one of these things? Like, these things are not worth losing your life over.
No.
Like, what are you doing?
It's not that deep.
No, not at all.
I always hated, though, at Kings Island when they made you, like, put it in a locker.
Oh, your phones?
Or, like, whatever possessions you had. Like, a little tiny bag. They're like, put that shit in a locker.
Mm-hmm.
But
it makes sense, though. I remember, like, in the early days, they would have a jar of all the phones that they collected over the years.
Oh, the Diamondback has that big case of
Yeah.
them, but they're all, like, old-looking.
But that's because back in the day, nobody cared about an old phone.
Yeah.
They were fucking $50 at max, Like those, you would call them burner phones now.
I don't think those messages work, though.
They're lime green. But what do you mean?
Wow.
I'm talking about their posters next to the phone case
Oh,
of all the destroyed phones, and it's like, do not be on your phone during the ride.
Yeah.
That doesn't deter anyone.
no, it doesn't. That does not deter
Or keep
anybody.
your phone away during the ride.
I've seen so many people have their phones out taking
Dude,
videos.
I see so many people when they're doing the thing, like they have the
the chess piece, and they're like revolving.
no,
Or-
they put the seat on,
Yeah.
and then they're like strapped in, but they have their phone in their hand like this. It's like, don't get on a roller coaster like that.
Yeah.
Just have your phone right here holding on for dear life.
Yeah,
It's
that shit's
not-
fucked because
Then you could crack your screen on like the little handle part of
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
I think
So many things.
my worst thing would be if someone was super ignorant like that and then their phone like hits me in my noggin.
Yeah.
I'll be pissed.
Yeah, like you at the front of the line are holding your phone, then you drop your phone and you hit somebody who's like
In the back.
at top speed, and then you're hitting a turn and you fucking whip into the phone.
Have you guys ever witnessed someone lose their phone on a ride?
No.
Or their hat or anything?
I've witnessed hats being lost.
I've seen a phone fly.
Really?
It flew
That's
past
nuts.
me. I almost got hit by one.
Damn.
I think I
Yeah.
still have a neck injury from the Beast, the only wood roller coaster out there or whatever.
Longest or fastest wood roller coaster.
I think I broke my neck 3 times on that
on
ride.
that turn.
Yeah, there's 3 turns on that motherfucker that just fucking.
And each
whip
one
your
is
neck.
deafening. Those tunnels are just too much.
And you feel like the wood's about to shave off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Any tall people aren't allowed on that ride.
I'm surprised that ride doesn't have more injury.
Or death.
Fuck.
Let's cut out injury. Just
Yeah.
death. Like that
True.
one is like so rickety. It's the definition of rickety.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I'm so glad my girl has like really bad motion sickness.
You're lucky
could
because you
not
don't have to go
go
to
on this
Kings
ride.
Island
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
any.
She was like, let's go to Kings Island this summer. And I was like, Ashley, you can't. You're just going to throw up everywhere and be sick all day. Miserable.
Mhm.
I mean, there are the Kings Island aquatic rides.
And then I'm just like, that's gross. Kids pee
It
in
is
that.
gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
used
can't
to
think
like,
about it.
I used to like the, what is it, Splash Zone or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, it started being gross
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to be in a pool with a bunch of other people.
Yeah. I think it's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
that's why I don't swim at my place. I gotta be honest. Like, there's a pool
fair.
that's opened up to everybody, but it's like,
I'd be chilling poolside though, like put your feet in maybe.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I will tell
At
you.
least on hot days like this.
It's a hot fucking day today too.
Yeah.
when
Go
you
touch
smell, that's hilarious. When you smell like the chlorine from the pool, that's actually because of like waste or germs being like killed and making that byproduct, which is that like chlorine smell.
Sure.
And piss is like a prominent thing that makes it smell.
Sure.
Like it makes it really fucking strong.
Mm-hmm.
So if people are pissing in the pool, you will definitely know.
Yeah.
You'll make that like gas.
That's nice.
Now you know.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, but it could be sweat, but it's like
99% of the time. How much are you really sweating in the pool?
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
are you sweating in water?
I mean, yes, you do be sweating, but it's like not enough sweat to
It's
make
like lip
such
sweat.
an intense smell. You know what I mean?
Brow sweat.
Brow sweat, yeah. The little sweat I have on my back right here, like the spotty sweat. Yeah. Oh fuck. It is cold in here. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last episode, I was freezing. I was shivering like a crackhead. I had to bust out the sweater.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you go on to my playlist, the clips playlist?
Yeah.
And there's this one video about living tissue. So we were talking about how there is artificial brains that are used as processors.
This one.
Right.
Clips. And then you gotta. I already muted it. And so
I remember this. The artificial brains.
Yeah, the artificial brain processors that use like barely any technology.
Living robot skin?
Yes, living robot skin.
Ew. That is actually the creepiest shit I've seen in like the past 5 years.
I think I've seen it. I saw a little clip of it, and I was just looking. I was like, "That's not real."
Is it not? Oh, it's an ad.
It's an ad.
It's a whole minute-long ad.
You just gotta let it go, man.
Yeah.
I prefer a blank screen over it telling me the bullshit of the ad. So yeah.
Rather be a blank screen for a minute than someone rambling on for a minute.
About their online course and how you're going to get rich off of YouTube.
Grow your podcast. Get more listeners.
Dude, that person who I asked, like, you know, the 17, you only have 17 Spotify reviews. Like, are you really like me roasting him and then him responding, well, did you listen?
Bruh.
That's so funny. And we did. What do you think that accent was? Do you think that was British or Australian?
I think it was a British accent.
You think
I
it
heard
was
a little
British?
bit of it.
Okay.
Australian
are
a little more masculine.
Yeah, that's true.
That's hilarious.
They actually deal with like heinous attack. I don't even know how to explain it.
Deadly animals.
Yeah,
fucking humongous tarantulas and shit.
What happened? You might have to refresh it. Yeah, you gotta refresh it. You gotta go on the opposite video too, because we could go on the Badlands guy, the Uncle Chug.
Was this it? Oh, what? Why did it skip?
Right here.
Yeah, I don't know why it skipped.
You're good.
All right, unmute.
Yeah.
The way to attach artificially created living skin to robot
Artificially
faces for more
created living
realistic
skin?
smiles and facial expressions. Now, according to a
going
team
to
of
hell.
researchers
You are
at
going to
Tokyo
hell.
University, this innovation comes from copying tissue structures in people.
What the
Look at
fuck?
this currently. The prototype looks more like gummy candies than human skin. Nevertheless, researchers say it paves the way for making realistic and moving humanoid robots with self-healing skin that will not easily rip or tear. The artificial skin is made in the lab using living
Oh
cells.
my
The study
God.
that is published in
That's
the
gross.
journal
Yo.
Cell Reports Physical Science says that the robot skin is soft like real skin and can repair itself if cut. But the question remains, will this human-inspired
The
skin
thing
of robots
about
itch
this,
or
though-
sweat? Now, according to its
wanna pause
researchers,
it.
that's not
Okay.
Go ahead.
My question or concern in all of this is that they are using something like rigged up to make muscles function.
Sure. Yeah.
Make a smile.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only making the skin. They're not making the muscle part.
Yeah. Sure.
So they're only. That's just really weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're growing. They're growing organs in like a closed bag now, like with stem cells, and so they'll get there, man. Muscles,
The eyes don't really make
the
sense. though.
joints.
Are they cameras? Like,
The
are they
ligaments.
real eyes?
Who fucking knows?
Those feel like googly eyes, but one day they'll be real.
The thing is just it's so much creepier without muscles because you're using something like that to trigger a smile.
Some of the functions
you see, they're just pulling on the skin.
Right.
It's not an actual muscle.
Physiological processes that involve nerves, blood
yeah, but look at this. Like, yeah, it'll just be like a
which aren't
circuit or
included in the
something.
current
Yeah,
design
I
of
see.
the artificial skin. And according
Man.
to the researchers,
That's
it will
crazy.
take many more
What are they trying to do? Make like
of,
fucking sex
testing
robots or some
for
shit?
the
Why
technology to
are we
become
going so
everyday
humanoid?
reality.
Why'd you go there?
Nonetheless,
Why
scientists
not?
say that work may
Why?
also
What
be
other reason
useful,
do we need
in research into
humans?
skin aging,
and
cosmetics,
robots?
and
Or
surgical
human skin on a
procedures,
robot,
including
besides to
plastic
touch.
surgery.
Right, or appeal to us in some way?
The perfect soldier, man. The perfect soldier never asks any questions. So if the perfect soldier is like able to
It's programmable.
Yeah. So if you could send one of these people that looks like us, has stronger skin than us, and it repairs faster than us, and it also takes orders beautifully,
That's the thing. If it doesn't bleed,
you'll be able to tell.
Why
No.
even have skin in the first place? Why not just have like some indestructible like
Exactly.
carbon fiber or metal?
Guys, that's the thing. They wanna be able to have humanoid. They want to be able to make us
think
better.
even-
They want to make us better.
That's ridiculous.
I
Absolutely.
kind of see what you're saying. They're backward engineering
Us.
us to
Yeah.
be okay.
Yeah, that's my thought of it.
I think that why even be humanoid?
Sure.
Like, why not just have a robot that kills?
Well, the robot that kills can't hide in plain sight.
I have a funny image.
I don't
Talking
know.
about all this. Do you want to see a
What?
not a failed. This is concept art about Teen Titans, and Drake was about to be Cyborg in Teen Titans.
No
Isn't
way.
that so hilarious? Teen Titans. He was about to be
In Teen Titans?
yeah
No way.
I'm okay,
with
man.
other teens.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it got canceled.
Is this...
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, but
I was
No,
saying,
but they did consider Drake to play Cyborg though. Isn't that so fucked? Like,
That's very interesting.
and he's fully bald. Look at that chrome dome.
That's really... Yeah. Why is he... I wonder why he is without hair. Yeah, it is so he can get with teens, so he can be a
Yeah.
Teen Titan guy. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
my God.
I seen this tweet floating around on Twitter, and it was like he only wanted to join because of it's called Teen Titans.
That's just fucked.
It's fucking horrible. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
It's tough, man. That is tough.
That's what
That's
we're
interesting as
that's what
fuck,
we're
though.
going towards.
I know.
Drake Cyborg.
Damn. God damn. So, I heard you guys had a little chugging.
Oh yeah.
Badlands.
Oh yeah.
So before you pull that one up, can you pull up another YouTube tab?
Yeah.
Because if you could pull up the original video that we watched, Badlands, Dr. Pepper.
Was
Chug?
it? We didn't watch the Thor hammer one, did we?
No, we can watch that one next.
Oh.
But yeah, this Badlands Dr.
We
Pepper
watched
challenge.
Dr. Pepper one.
Yeah.
Ew, a whole Hawaiian punch. Does that say 6 seconds? 60
what
seconds.
the fuck?
I thought that said 6 seconds.
We can watch that one next too. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Badlands was like one of the first guys that we reacted to.
Yeah.
For sure.
And he was like one of the real first ones. I was like, man.
A real homie.
Yeah. And I remember when we were talking, nicknaming him Uncle Chug.
Uncle Chug.
Yeah. And like, the fedora thing too. Like
Right.
how, he's funny. Anyways. But, yeah. Memories, man.
What a progression
I know.
he has made since then.
He's how many subscribers does he have? Can you scroll down just a little?
Yeah.
3.59, man.
Damn.
Motherfucker
feel
did
like-
win a championship.
God damn. I feel like he has to have like some sort of like special diet. There's no way he's like eating unhealthy for it. I mean,
Come
if you
on.
look at his stature. I get it, but like, there's no way he's just like this is him all the time. Like, there's no way he's
you
constantly
think that
chugging.
You think
I hit refresh.
you think some way somehow he's like losing some of it through exercise?
Either that or like just having a different diet.
I think he
Like,
fasts.
well,
I
yeah,
think he
something.
I think he hyper fasts.
The classic.
Yeah,
I
the
mean-
classic. He doesn't even.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I like about him. He doesn't say anything.
So far, so good.
He just gets straight to it.
Look at that fucking watch on his wrist too. That fucking watch.
I didn't see it.
Oh, when he gets, you see that fucking fat?
That is a big one.
It's a fat watch.
And they're in the bottles too, so they're more expensive.
Yeah. What if you? What's it?
Delicious.
I like his editor, or maybe he edits his videos.
I think he's got an editor.
Forrest Gump can be
Dude, I bet
on his last
this
two,
is
right?
this is pretty weird, but I bet his piss
So
like comes out like a fireman's hose or some shit. Like,
I bet his piss is the color of Dr. Pepper.
I think his
Damn.
piss is just bladder or gallbladder stone.
Yeah. Do you think it's as red as
Kidney
that
stones.
danger sign?
golly. It's terrible.
Forrest Gump challenge, all right? So
He is sweating.
He is sweating.
this separates me between an idea and destiny. Let's get this done.
I think if I was gonna write a paper about somebody who endures pain and
Look at
overachieves,
his neck suck in.
look at the sweat on his forearms.
Good God.
That shit is spicy for real.
I love this burp.
Golly.
That is worth soundbiting. It's that worth it.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. 15 bottles of Dr.
Yeah, you can pause
Pepper.
That shit is
All right.
insane.
So fucking good. And so yeah, what was the other video you were about to show of his?
The one I wanted to show you was similar to this one, where
Okay.
he does win.
Yeah.
But did you see what happened to the person in second place?
No.
Badland.
Here, show me this video first.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched this one yet. But
So
yeah,
he is like competitive about this shit. Like he does compete.
yeah, he's like a world-renowned eating contest person, right?
Yeah.
Are you more versed? I have no information.
I want to say, I think he just picked this up.
Sure.
I don't.
That's nuts.
I don't know if
It
he
is
started.
the Nathan's lemonade chugging
Yeah, look at the
competition,
second
which
place
is a shorter
person.
competition. It's only
No,
about a
the
minute.
other one.
Eric Badlands Booker.
Oh, that guy?
He's
Yeah.
dominated for years.
Okay.
Let's send it down now to your much more
Jesus
charming
Christ.
but older brother, George
Look
Shea.
at that skinny dude. Damn, a lot of them are pretty
my
slim.
friends, it is time for the Chugging Championship of the World. Reigning
Of the
champion
world.
Of the
Badlands
world.
Booker, 23.8 seconds
Wow, is that
for a
Dr.
gallon of
Fauci?
Nathan's lemonade. We will see if that record is broken here today.
Anthony, it seems
Count
like you
it
picked up a
down
different
with me
job.
From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jesus, this is such an Ohio thing, bro.
This is Coney Island, though.
Oh, so it's New York. Damn, look at him going, bro.
Jesus Christ. Where the fuck
Golly.
does he put it?
Badlands in a zone here. I don't know it's like a wave machine.
What a great commentary.
Man, he fucking murdered that shit.
Oh!
Yeah, watch what happens to second
Ladies and
place.
gentlemen, Badlands
Does he throw up?
Booker,
Yeah.
a new world record.
That guy next to him.
What the fuck?
Seconds, a new world record. 1 gallon of Nathan's
Fourth
famous
straight
lemonade,
title.
The once and future champion of the world, Badlands Booker.
Damn, he didn't do it.
We didn't get
I
to see
love ESPN for doing that.
it. Dude,
Yeah.
so Badlands, he was
Um,
freaking comforting the person next to him because the person next to him was throwing up so much.
Really? You should pull it up. You should pull it up.
I don't know if it's worth viewing.
Are you sure?
Is
It's
it
just
gross?
It's just
That's
I'm okay
hilarious.
with some gross for a little bit.
I don't know if it. I don't. I think it's the lemonade contest though, because it's the same guy standing next to him. Yeah. Oh God. They even had it. It's the third video.
That's perfect. Thank you for this. Oh God.
Follow me.
Imagine that. You got your championship belt and you're like, yeah, I'm winning. I won.
Oh God.
He's like,
oh my Jesus.
He is basking in his win
Oh
too.
my God. It's like it's possessing him. Yeah.
Oh, he got 2 of them.
Oh my jeez Louise.
he does not give a shit though.
Oh my God.
He keeps going.
He comforts him though. He's like, get it all out, bud.
Oh, fuck. That's so gross. It's literally lemonade.
I know, and then think
I don't
about
know
it.
if he comforted him. I think he just cleared his stage for his championship.
Think about it though. The crowd is in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So he literally just like sprayed the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or at least like cleared the crowd.
Imagine being that one like weird person. And you're like, front row seats are the best. You see me get sprayed, man.
No neck, whoever.
No neck.
Look at that.
Hey, mohawk. No neck mohawk.
No neck mohawk. God.
Yeah. Do you think that's a gallon?
It is.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
gotta
It
be
is
a
a gallon.
gallon.
It looks like a gallon.
Yeah.
Man, he must have ate something earlier or some shit. Like, how is he not putting that down?
I don't know.
I feel so bad for that guy though.
Yeah.
Or girl. I don't think it's a girl.
I think it's a guy. That's pretty fascinating. I appreciate that video.
Oh, the crowd had sound?
Yeah, it was just muted.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you want me to put it on?
This is what the crowd
yeah,
sounded like.
No way.
We should just watch it one more time because I want you to watch how he basically takes him away from his podium.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
get
here.
the fuck out of here.
I got a basket my winning.
Whoa.
Get out of here with your puking.
We don't need
That's
that part,
so
though.
terrible.
That is the day history was made, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn.
That's funny.
I don't know what happened to the playlist, but okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think
Badlands,
I could do
man.
that shit.
4 years in a row, he's won that gallon of lemonade.
why even
chug.
host a contest at this point? Just name him winner so these people can stop suffering. Just name him as champion.
Yeah.
Someone has to beat him, but it's not gonna be me for sure.
It's not going to be anybody 300 pounds.
I think everyone,
You need 350 or above.
humanity should just do everyone a favor and just name him as a champion so no one can compete against him.
Yeah, I would agree. God bless.
I just feel like
Yeah,
his
can you pause
mouth is
that?
like so big, like he can just easily like chug it.
I think he stretched out his stomach lining.
Yeah, for sure.
He had to stretch out his stomach lining. For 15 Dr. Peppers.
Why is it playing?
I feel like there has to be some football player or something like John Cena or something that like can do it.
Sure.
John Cena.
Someone
A football player, John C. I said sure to that too.
A football player or John Cena, I should have said.
John Cena, the football player?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Playing for the Cleveland Browns.
Uh-huh.
He would.
I'm surprised you were able to name drop a fucking football team. That's crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
play for the Cleveland Browns
You think so?
to start off,
Mm.
for sure. Is he from Ohio?
John Cena? I have no fucking clue.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
either.
know. We never figured out how old Tom Cruise is either.
He's probably 60 plus.
If he's 60, that's crazy. Because the video we watched was of him being...
Pretty old. Like he has
Well,
to
that
be
was a
40
year,
plus.
That
You
was
gotta
a
get
year
out of
ago
this.
when he was
Shoot.
doing the stunt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a year ago?
Born in
should-
62, so he's 62. Isn't that crazy?
Open
Wait,
that
that's
up.
how that
Open
works?
up. Yeah, he is 62. Yeah, you're right.
That's how,
How
that
do you
works.
know how that works?
If he's born in 1962.
And
And
it's
it's
24. It's okay.
Dude, that's insane that you
okay.
just did
It's
that
just
now.
like
He's
we're-
older than my parents.
Yeah,
that's
he's
pretty
older than mine
crazy.
as well.
My parents did
closer
not do well.
towards the grandparents than the parents almost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He is closer to the
Even
He's old.
Does he have kids?
Yeah, I think he's scratching my grandparents' age.
He's got 3
That's
children.
fucking insane. Could you look up when the new Mission Impossible is going to come out?
What was that called?
So I don't mind.
Death something.
I don't know. Can you go on Google? Because DuckDuckGo doesn't have good displays of how the movies pop out. But
And Google has that AI shit.
yeah, it's
Wonderful.
true. It's very true.
I will be back.
All right, good luck.
Do you want to YouTube or Tom Cruise?
You're good. You go ahead.
All right.
You go ahead. I'm good.
I think my girl is her grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they are in their 50s or late 50s.
Her grandparents are in the late 50s?
No.
You're fucking kidding.
Her grandpa is like, I believe, fuck, I don't want to butcher it. I want to say he's either 69 or 62.
Sure.
I don't remember.
Okay.
And then her grandma is like 58-ish or some shit
58?
like that.
That's pretty fucking
Something
young.
like that.
So like those grandparents,
Low 50s.
those grandparents had children young, and then
her parents
had children young as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't remember the exact numbers though, but it's pretty gnarly. The numbers are gnarly as shit.
That is gnarly. Yeah, I mean, my grandfather was probably, I want to say my grandfather was 60 when I was born.
I see.
Ish. Somewhere around there.
So
maybe he was 55.
probably had.
No, he was 55 when I was born.
I see.
And so, yeah, you do that math. I don't.
Jeez. So it's like your parents were in their like late 20s, basically. And
Yeah,
then he had them when he was also in his late 20s.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's just that math.
Yeah, maybe a little older than 55, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, my grandparents were pretty young when I was born, and so I appreciate that, honestly. Having like old decrepit grandparents, that's kind of a bummer.
Right.
It's always a bummer, because that really should be like your great grandparents, but like, you just, I don't know.
It is really crazy now that I think about it. Like, if I did have kids with Ashley in the next, like, under 5 or, how old am I? I'm 23 now. So, in the next 7 years, if I have kids with Ashley, she will definitely, their grandparents are going to be around damn near their whole life. They're going to be they're most likely going to be old with their grandparents.
Yeah, sure.
Which is insane.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. Like, you'll probably have kids before 2030.
Fuck.
Isn't that crazy? That's how I've been thinking recently, is that like 2030 is the doorstep of me being 30, right?
Right.
And so that's
Damn.
That's crazy, right? Because like, when I think about the grand scheme of life, I'm like, I would probably want kids before 30.
Right.
Right.
That makes sense.
Just to be able to like kind of move around with life. Not to,
Right.
I don't want to be the decrepit parent.
Right.
I would like to
sense.
throw ball with my children. I would like to be able to like do all the activities with them, kind of be able to like still be one-on-one with them. Like when you have a generational gap, you can't really play with your children.
I agree.
You just don't understand what playing with your children is. And like, it's not like I understand that still, but like yeah.
I think I would be pretty cool.
You think you're going to have children before 2030?
Yeah.
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 Isn't that a scary fucking thought?
So
That is
close. It makes
such
life
a
seem
In
short.
this decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before this decade ends.
That's
And let me
pretty
tell
crazy.
you, there's only 6 years left in this decade.
That is true.
Barely. There's actually going to be 5 years left in this decade very soon.
Fuck.
And during those
Balls rolling.
and during those
But your
last-
balls never roll. Why don't you have
My
your
balls don't roll.
not with Ashley?
This guy.
I had to fucking shit on you a little bit for that. And it's so funny how your Ashley's grandparents give you shit about not having children yet.
Right.
Right?
They do.
What can you just explain that scenario to our audience? Because I find
Okay,
this
yeah.
so fucking funny. Have you heard this before? Oh, you should definitely hear this. This is fucking
Okay, parent,
hilarious.
mom and dad, close your ears. But yeah, literally, I just turned 23. And I get a call from her grandparents. Her grandpa.
You get called from her grandparents.
Her
from
grandpa.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's like, "How's it going? Happy birthday." So when am I expecting to see, my great grandchildren? When are you guys gonna start making those? And I was like, shit, I gotta finish college first, I gotta bring him to a stable world.
Sure.
I can barely
Why do
afford
people
my next
just-
meal.
People expect to just pop babies into a non-supportive world.
Dude, he sounds so like sad when I say, "Oh man, I got 2 years left." He's like, "Fuck, man, like, damn it." Like, come on already.
But then didn't you also meet him too?
Yeah, and I was sitting right next to him, and he was like, "So, when are you guys gonna have those great grandbabies?" I'm like, "Fuck." It's just I said the same thing, and Ashley was there as well. And she was looking at me like, "Don't fuck up."
Dude, you should have just been like, you should have just asked the grandfather, like, how do I do that?
Oh my god.
Play by play.
Yeah. How did you do it play by play? Do you remember that nut?
Dude, I don't understand. Like, I wish I could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's no
Yeah.
way I'd be able to support a child.
Sure.
No way.
Yeah. I remember I was thinking of this joke. It's like, how baller would like a child is like what, $100,000 to $200,000 over its lifetime. right?
I think more than that, honestly. But this depends on the child too.
Sure. But like in the grand scheme, let's say like you just generally average, like you're probably going to spend $100,000 or $200,000 on your child.
Yeah,
You know,
I could see
sending
that.
them like having clothes, nutrition, and then education.
Right.
Right. And
Education's like 50% of it. Like college.
Right.
50% of it.
Yeah. And so like how baller would you feel if you could like, you know, have your nuts paid off?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it would be dope as fuck to be like to have a bank account, and then in that bank account it's like not 1, not 2, not 3, and it's like
Sure.
fucking $300K in
Yeah.
each account for their whole lifespan or some shit. That'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah. Well, that would make me feel like a baller.
Yeah, for sure.
See that joke? That was a good joke.
Balling out.
Literally. Quite literally, yeah. I thought that was so fucking funny when I thought of that. Just having your nuts paid off, you know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I do not have them paid off yet, so like.
Does that come before or after the mortgage?
That's
See what you
fair.
did there, you know? That was a funny one. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I guess that comes after. That comes after the mortgage for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to pay the mortgage off first.
Got to
Sure.
get everything squared away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before you start making, you know, life-altering decisions.
Right. I
Making
feel
those
like-
grandchildren for Ashley's great-grandparents.
Oh, shit.
Or grandparents, excuse me.
I feel like there's no way to be like fully prepared for a child. Like there's just no way.
Sure.
So it's like sometimes you got to have like you can't have a complete square. There has to be a little bit of a hole, little window.
Mm-hmm.
Little corner shaved
Finding out as you go. But once you have like a couple kids, I feel like that window gets a lot smaller.
Of you being able to pay everything off.
And just manage the kid in general.
Sure.
And like know what you're doing and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Because you also have to spend time with them too.
Right.
You know?
To know.
That's a crazy part. Like that's a really interesting concept, is that you could like, you have two options. You have one where you work so you can give that child money, but then you never spend time with that child.
Right. You're not raising it. for
Right.
real.
And then when you don't work and you don't earn your money, but you have all the time to raise and spend time with your child, that child still doesn't have money, but they have guidance of
Right.
some sort.
It's
you
like
know?
the two roads that you can travel.
Yeah. And sometimes you can travel in between, but not often, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, it's a tough one. That's a tough one of life right there.
I
You
agree.
either get time or money as a kid.
Yeah.
Can't have both.
Can't have both.
Unless you get like one parent that's working,
Right.
and then the other parent, but then you don't get that other half of, you know, let's say it's
Then
your
you're playing
dad. You never
favorites.
see your dad. Yeah. Then you become a mommy's boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. It'd be so nice though. I dream about having like my future wife stay at home. That sounds like a brilliant concept.
feel that.
Come on, what are we talking about? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't understand why that went away.
I would.
We all will question that.
Wow,
That
that's
should-
fucked up. Who gave the woman rights? That's the
That's not
grand
what I'm-
scheme of things.
She has the rights to do everything, but
Who
she
made-
also
can't
has the
leave this household without my child. No.
She also has the
who
right
made
to stay home.
Who made the stay-at-home life abnormal for women? That's his question.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
It's like I don't know exactly how to say this, but it's unusual now for a woman to stay home with the children. Like, so
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
Now we all got babysitters for sure.
Yeah.
Childcare places.
Seriously.
I would
Seriously.
really. My girl's going for like early childhood education, and like she could like potentially go down the career path of owning her own daycare. I would
Mhm.
love for her to like have her own daycare,
Sure.
and then like take her kid to the daycare,
Yeah.
and then raise her kid in the daycare, like, and she'll be there always, you know.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
sure.
then the kid could work for the daycare too and shit when he's older and help out.
You got everything squared away, Kahaya.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're really thinking about it.
Trying-
I was thinking about like if Oruga Studios actually had money, and let's say we actually have a studio, and then actually having like, you know, in 10 years we're all gonna have children, I'm assuming,
Right.
and so we're gonna have a daycare,
right.
and so we could have a daycare in house, you know, with all the children, and also like my girlfriend is also going for early childhood education, so we have 2 teachers already. That's perfect.
Oh shit!
Starting
Oh,
a
shit.
freaking what is it? A commune.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
Starting a
actually,
commune.
yeah, but there's
Bohemian
restrictions for.
Grove. 2.
But there's restrictions. The kids can't come into the studio. I don't want them playing on my
Fair.
basketball court if I have an indoor basketball court in the studio. You
That's
know?
fucked up. What if they're like teens?
Go fuck off.
That's hilarious.
Go find the local.
Bro, my kids are going to be athletes. They need the practice.
That's funny. That's funny. You know what's really? I also think about this. You're gonna have mixed children
For sure.
and I'm probably gonna have mixed children too.
Right.
And so, which ones? I always think about this. Whose shade is gonna be darker?
That is
I don't
good
know.
debate.
That's a fucking fantastic debate, isn't it?
What
Yeah.
if like each one of our kids are like different shades darker?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And it's
Oh.
like you have to have like let's
You have,
say
like, a
you have
spectrum?
2. Yeah.
you have the light skinned
You have to
kid.
do like
and then you
color
have the dark-
math. Yeah. My son is darker, but my daughter's really light. So if I add them together, they're about like on a scale of 1 to 10, I have like a 7. But yours, both of them are kind of light. I
Yeah.
think you have about a 5.3.
Sure. That's funny. You're averaging all their colors. It's
hilarious.
fucking so horrible. It's really fucking funny. Yeah. And the daycare in the studio seems pretty
That'd be fun.
easy. That'd be kind of nice. So yeah.
Or just like a spot for them to like chill and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like as they grow, it like changes for like, like versus a baby versus a like 10-year-old first grader. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That'd be dope as
Absolutely.
fuck.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. I did have more thoughts about that studio. I have so many thoughts about that fucking future studio. The dreams about this future studio. What's your thoughts? You're smiling
Shit.
over there. What?
Just a studio in general.
I know.
Yeah, that would be
That sounds
dope.
amazing.
I know. Like, I think if we had a studio, we have like a fucking indoor court, a basketball court, pool tables. We need some
Do you
food.
think
we
does
need
it have to be a
foosball.
full court or half court?
I would like a full court. Yeah, I would like a full
Yeah.
court. I have to have I got to be honest with you. If we have
I mean,
basketball
to
people,
be honest, you're only paying if it's an outside one. Are you saying indoor?
probably indoor.
You're only really paying
If we're balling,
for the paint.
come on.
Would you really? I don't know about wood tiles.
I would concrete it.
Concrete it.
Why? We don't fucking need
Fuck wood.
Yeah, we don't need wood. I'm not.
Anyways, how expensive are 2 basketball hoops? Those
The
aren't really-
slab is gonna be 40 to 50K.
Damn.
And then the basketball hoops to be professionally put into the ceiling, to be professionally put into the ceiling, it's probably like 10K each.
Damn, this
Maybe
our studio
10K
is about to
total.
be better than our fucking high schools. Damn near. Like, God damn.
Yeah, but it'll be it could be concrete, and then like you want 2 sides just in case if you do bring the kids over and be like, kids play the fuck over there on
On
that
the
side.
kiddie one, that's fucking hilarious.
It could be a full 10 foot.
2 full? That's gnarly.
2 10-foot.
We're gonna have
basketball
fucking
hoops,
tournaments in there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think there's like a really big scene in Cincinnati or around this area for like basketball. Like, there's nowhere you can go and like play competitive basketball for real. Am I crazy for that?
You have to go either to like a YMCA or like you have to go to a gym that like hosts intramurals. I guess it's called intramural. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
I feel like it's called intramural.
I feel like there should be like a stadium, like a Cincinnati basketball court that's like
Yeah.
damn near for your team, but we don't have a team, but it's like a place where people would pay a lot of money to play ball that are actually good and could potentially be in the NBA or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, of course.
Cincinnati would be revamped if we had an NBA team. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we would have the money for it, but it would be pretty cool.
I feel like we have the
Dope.
space for it. It's not, our city's
We
not
definitely have
smaller
the
than
we
Memphis.
Definitely have the space for it.
Yeah.
If we can give the Bengals a whole practice stadium,
Yeah, on the banks.
I'm sure that they could somehow find something for a basketball team.
Mm-hmm. And I think that like the ideals about a studio would be like having like a hangout spot for like A-listers, you know,
see.
like if you got like comedians coming in town or you got like sports people, like a couple Bengals players, a couple like, a couple NFL here and there, and college kids like coming in from like scoutings just to like to hang out at the studio, fucking play some ball. Like, I don't know. I think that's my ideal right
Fair
there.
enough.
Having
That'd
a
be dope.
list and it's like, oh, these are the people who checked in.
Right.
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
So crazy
And I'm
shit.
still able to hire that doorman. Yeah. You have a doorman covering all the cameras.
Fair.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I want some fucking nerds, dude. I need some like hackers and shit too.
Sure.
Working for us. That'd be dope as fuck.
That'd be so dope,
dude. I mean, it's kind of illegal, but like they come into our place, like if they're trying to like do sus shit on their phone, like call an attack on us, our fucking hacker guy would be like, psych, and like fucking destroy their phone or some shit. Yeah. That'd be dope.
That'd be pretty dope. Yeah. I would agree. And also just to be able to like have cybersecurity too.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
That'd be fucking cool.
Be fucking dope.
I feel like we should have an open concept like warehouse space too. Like if they have computers, they're just sitting in the open air, like over there where their like computers are set up, if that makes sense.
That'd be crazy.
And then like everything's just open air, like warehouse like. That's what I would because there's like there's a couple abandoned there's an abandoned building when you drive on 275 South, and you're like
the one that's got all the spray paint.
Yeah, kind of close to our like old apartment building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's got a high rise, and then it's got an almost an L shape, if that makes sense. And it's all open air, like warehouse type.
Damn.
And it's like probably 25-foot ceilings, and maybe 10 or 15 like.
Yeah, no one is using that building though.
No one's using that.
Like, you could tell it's desolate.
It's been desolate for years, but I would want that building. That building would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. That's really all we need is just a building like that. Just open air. You know, like you can make like sets. You can just like kind of like make many sets, you know? And we would just walk into like, you know, like a little box set, like in the open air facility. Yeah, that's what I really would love. That would be fantastic.
The only issue would be soundproofing. I don't even think you would have to.
You could do it in the set. You could just like when you create your box inside of the warehouse, you could just like insulate it.
Yeah,
it's not too
you
hard.
can really go crazy sectioning off spaces in warehouses. It's pretty gnarly shit.
And you probably absolutely.
I just don't know how they do like the floors when it's like super high. Like let's say it was 50 feet ceilings. I have no idea how they go about making floors.
What do you mean?
Like, if you wanted to split it in half, like if you had 50-foot ceiling, you wanted to utilize that vertical space.
Oh yeah, sure.
And like have a second floor. Man, I have no idea how they do that.
The second floor in the floor.
You're talking about like a loft?
Basically, but like
I want a loft so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a loft is way easier than having like a whole nother floor and a building installed.
Sure. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. You can do that. I mean, like houses are made from wood.
Yeah, that's true.
You could just make it with wood. I mean, like
you know
it's
what I
not
want
that
in my
complicated.
house?
What?
Like a step ladder almost, or like a ladder, and it just goes to like the bed, and it just overlooks my living room or some shit.
Dude, I wanted that so bad. I was looking at like mobile homes, and like every not mobile home, I should say modular homes.
Yeah.
Every modular home I looked at had something like
Had
that.
like a loft.
Yeah, those are so dope.
I just like the fact that you're sleeping and just overlooking
everything.
Your whole house.
It's a pretty fire concept.
I'd live in a tiny house if it had a loft. I don't even care the dimensions.
Right.
When we were looking at those sheds, the sheds at maybe it was Home
Lowe's?
Depot or Lowe's,
Home Depot?
something like that. Those were some big fucking sheds for $5,000, and it had a loft. You should have that as a tiny home. You know, all you have to have is an air conditioning, an AC unit, and then you have to have like run some electricity. Like you only need like 4 outlets. Yeah.
You want to do plumbing in a shed.
Just go to the house.
Yeah.
Just go pee in the house. You don't want plumbing. Plumbing's complicated.
That would be.
You can have a bucket too, I guess, like for emergencies.
A pot to piss in.
Yeah. Quite literally.
You ever see those videos of people that forgot, or they say they forgot to clear their septic tanks out, like get them cleaned?
Sure.
I seen a video where this lady left it for 30 years. Didn't ever clean it out.
Wait, what are you speaking on? Like
a septic tank.
Like the underground septic tank?
Septic tank.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen a septic tank cleaned before.
Really?
In my lifetime, or heard anyone speak of that.
They're
now,
pretty.
Some services, at least for septic systems, say that they never have to be cleaned, but they honestly should be.
I see.
Because there's stuff you flush that isn't decomposable by water.
Right.
And so like if you Some toilet papers can't like dissolve in water, and then some.
It was the grossest video I've ever seen, though.
You want to pull it up?
I don't know if it'll pull up the exact same one.
Procter & Gamble actually got sued because their tissues that they advertised it was their wipes. Their wipes that they advertised to be flushable were not flushable.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they got
there's
sued over that.
I have some like baby wipes that keep saying that they're flushable, and they're fucking not.
Yeah,
they're not
I can see
flushable
that.
for sure. And I'm sure they lie on those things about being flushable.
I don't know if I could
It was
find
like
yeah, that's one.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen that thing like feminine products cannot be flushed down
God.
the
Right.
things. You said,
Yeah.
"Oh God," to that.
No, I'm talking about this.
Okay.
So, did you want to unmute it?
Yeah, I can. Are you ready?
Yeah.
93, and it hasn't been opened since. Thankfully,
no.
he dug up the lids. Let's pop open the inlet.
Yeah.
And,
It
let's
just
step
started
back.
pissing
now,
back
at
at
it.
it.
Water oozing out through the inlet. That's telling me that it's not draining through the outlet.
Oh,
Now,
heck,
either we have a
nah.
filter that's never been cleaned, the sludge is so thick it's not exiting the tank, or we have a failing
Isn't
drain
this the
field.
grossest?
This is the
Oh,
outlet side, and you can
my
see
God,
all
that's
that.
Could you
disgusting.
imagine the
Not a good
smell?
Pump
Yeah,
the tank
no.
down a bit, and now I'm going to bring in the crust buster to mix up a poop smoothie.
Poop smoothie, bruh.
Yeah,
Smells like
he's
money.
slushing it.
That made it so much easier to pump out.
Apparently,
now.
people
And just to be
use
safe,
can
I'm gonna
use
add a
shit like
little
this
water and
for
mix it up even
fertilizer.
more.
Oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
forbidden brownie batter.
Technically, it's illegal in
As
America,
I'm getting
though.
to the bottom
Fair.
of the
To
tank,
use
I let the
human
customer
feces.
know that
Is
if
it
the
'cause
drain
it's
field's not
just
working, this is going to fill
health
up again
safety?
and
Health
overflow.
safety, yeah.
Gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
rinse
It's funny
off
that
both
my-
sides of the tank
actually, I
and
was-
schedule a follow-up with this customer, because in this case, they may
Oh,
only
wait,
be good until
to
the
tell my
tank fills
story.
up again. Once I'm done, I head over to the wastewater treatment plant and empty the truck.
So yeah, pause it for a second. Actually, my grandfather was telling me about how his father, my great grandfather, would collect he had an outhouse, my great grandfather, and he would collect all the feces and put it into his garden. Okay, and because he would always say that his cabbages would grow better if he shitted on them.
His own shit.
His own shit
That's crazy.
onto cabbages.
Think about it. I mean, it's not as gross as like other animal shit if you think about it. Because
Fuck, I don't know.
you're
But-
not eating the same stuff as animals are.
But I would argue that like now our feces are not good
No, they're
because we eat a lot of processed foods. We just
Then
put
it's not nutrient rich.
yeah, and we also put garbage in we just put garbage in our systems. But like I'm sure 100 years ago it was pretty good. Like our shit was pretty good.
I
So
I think it's the fucking meat. Like
But-
having like things like meat and dairy in your shit
Yeah.
and then on your plants, that's what grosses me
That is
out.
a little gross.
But like if you were a vegan,
Mhm.
I would rather use that shit than like someone like my shit who eats meat, processed shit as you
Sure.
say, and all that
Mhm.
garbage.
yeah, of course.
I
But
wonder if there's a market out there where vegan people sell their shit.
Dude,
OnlyFans.
Literally.
But let me get back to my point is that he got the police called on him. My great grandfather. When he was putting shit on his cabbage. And so
What a great statement.
Yo.
Got the
So,
police
when-
calling on him for shitting on cabbage.
for it to grow. And his explanation was like, back my great grandfather was German, and so but he was like, in Germany they grew bigger because we did that. And so, but he got called on because you're not allowed to do that in America, especially in Ohio. And so, yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
He wasn't selling them though, was he?
That was his own garden, his
So,
own personal
what
garden.
was he breaking? What law?
I couldn't tell you.
It's probably something to do with like the Environmental
Health
Protection
safety.
Agency or some shit like that.
Yeah, something with health safety, and just like try not to. They're probably really just saying, I don't want the bubonic plague
Yeah.
to be respawned back into, because that actually happened in Colorado recently. Somebody got the Black Plague
Damn.
really recently, a week ago or two. Yeah, that's fucking
fucked.
insane, and they are hospitalized. My first question was like, did they die?
No, I think they have meds for that
Uh,
now.
It's spreading if they're hospitalized.
They probably got quarantined. I think
it spreads from like ticks, not ticks, but yeah,
Right,
ticks and
rats,
bed
right?
bugs and mice and shit.
Yeah.
Like the mice will have like the ticks on them, and then the
Mhm.
tick will bite you, and then it'll affect you, and that's how you get the black plague.
Yeah, Black
Then-
Plague, yeah.
So
But I just flicked a tick off me yesterday. What do you think about that?
6 feet, 6 fucking feet.
This table's 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God, thank God. Episode 66, 6 foot table.
Oh shit! It's
Yeah,
all
with-
coinciding.
with red undertone on the table.
Underglow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
I think that shit actually holds E. coli and
Yeah.
like cabbage and like a lot of greens
Mm-hmm.
do commonly have E. coli in them.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably their concern. Now that I think about it,
It's probably just not washed off properly too.
Right.
Like if you get E. coli, you just didn't wash it off.
right.
Most likely. But yeah, I don't know.
What
He
a
lived
man.
it. My great grandfather lived until 90 something. Late 90s.
He was
okay?
eating good then.
He was eating fantastic, and he also like had a heart transplant or heart surgery in the 90s, dude. Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
they weren't good at it in the 90s, and he still like he had like a 20% chance of living, and they still went with the surgery. He
Damn.
lived, and then he lived for another decade. So like,
Fuck.
I think he was cut from a good cloth. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
That's what happens when you shit on your crops.
That's what happens when you're from the supreme race, right?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Fucking horrible, isn't it?
Fucking Elon Musk gonna turn off our podcast. Yo.
Yeah.
Just gonna click one button.
Yeah.
Detonated. Did you guys see like fucking Kanye West apparently went over to Russia or some shit? Or was it Ukraine?
Oh,
Or was it
really?
Russia?
Didn't
And
see
like
that.
now he's like an enemy of war.
Oh,
to
can you pull that
another
up
country.
then? Yeah, pull up a
pretty
YouTube
Is that on
video.
Google or YouTube?
Probably
just,
both. I
Probably
don't know.
both. Yeah, everybody's made a video of that then.
Enemy
Of war.
of war. Declared enemy of Ukraine?
Enemy of war
What?
of Ukraine because he went to Russia.
Just because he went to Russia?
Yeah.
Imagine being so influential that just because you go to a country, you're now an enemy of fucking Ukraine.
Well, that's what
I think he had like a bar too.
Tucker Carlson met with a Russian informant too, and
no, wait a second. Didn't Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin have a
yeah,
interview?
they had an
So
interview
is
too.
he considered enemy of Ukraine?
He was talking about how the United States government was trying to label
Censor?
him as a I forget what the word was particularly, but the United States government was trying to argue that he was going against American
Interest.
Treason or
Interest.
some shit.
yes, treason. And so like he was like legally trying to battle that, and like
Journalism is so fucking weird.
Damn.
that's really
Imagine.
because like you have the freedom of speech, by the way, like or
Yeah.
you also have like the freedom to be able to talk to whoever you want. Just because they're from a particular country doesn't mean shit, but like apparently it does, you know.
I guess freedom of speech doesn't bar the consequences, but those are some pretty crazy consequences just for an interview.
Just for an interview for information.
Yeah, man's
You know?
literally just doing his job. I don't think he was getting personal gain. I think
Exactly.
that probably saved him in court. The fact that he wasn't getting like personal gain and shit, and he was literally just doing his job. And shit.
Yeah, if you do transparency, like what can you do without, or like you can't do any more than transparency, you know?
Right.
It's like the equivalent of going to a prison and interviewing an inmate and being like, oh, you should stick away from this reporter because he just went to a prison to interview an inmate. He might be.
prisoner mindset.
Yeah, prisoner mindset.
Right, like that
Like,
prisoner.
what type of, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like the prisoner was like a victim of the drug war. I say victim of the drug war, just meaning like he got incarcerated from the drug war, and now you're like Tucker Carlson is like
He's
It's
an advocate for drugs.
Seriously,
It really doesn't make sense.
it's
So
the same shit.
I want to
too.
read more up on this.
Yeah.
To celebrate, is it just because she is an enemy of?
No, it was.
What do you think it is?
It was just the fact that he went over there, and I think he saw or met with Putin or some shit.
Can you read it for a second?
One of the fashion designers for Yeezy. So that shouldn't have been a problem. The problem was that he did so amid. Oh. So this just happened. It wasn't. Okay.
super recent.
Was it? Its general purpose is to list people who have signs of crimes against the national security of Ukraine, peace, okay, that makes no sense.
You know who runs the Ukrainian CIA?
No way. You know what this is?
What?
This is basically.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, bro.
no.
Hey, bro.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, bro.
Do you know what that is, though?
What is it?
His name shows up on Myrot Voritz,
Which is?
which is basically a whole list made up of Ukraine's enemies.
Oh,
Isn't that
shit.
fucking crazy?
That's crazy.
And I clicked to see the list, and it started doing that shit.
Yeah, don't do
It's
that.
probably just
yeah.
trying to verify that you're human type shit.
Trying to fucking.
I don't know about that, man. I think it's trying to verify that I'm going across, like, nationality, a national website, like, servers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you just said yeah.
The money
But no.
spent by Ye in the so-called Moscow
In the so-called Moscow? What are you
by
talking about?
attack. What? Does this sentence even make sense?
So are they saying because you was there and you spent money, that money will fund Russia and
Could
lead
be.
to the death of Ukrainians?
You could argue that, sure. But that's so muddy. That's so muddy.
That's
Was a
fucked
big
up.
deal.
So much like anything, scroll up a little. So much like
He referred to himself as young Putin. That's fucking crazy. He would say some shit like that. That is so fucking
Culture.
Kanye.
Culture is an oil. Culture is an energy, and I'm the king of culture for the past 20 years and the next 2,000.
bro.
What is
Bro.
he saying?
This is some, like...
Is he
Whoa,
like
whoa,
trying
whoa,
to bring
wait,
hip hop
wait,
to
wait.
fucking Russia?
Wait.
Yeah.
West also just stay there. West has also been handed a few lawsuits over the few months. Lauren Piscata, his former assistant, claims that he masturbated in front of her. Most recently, he was accused of creating a hostile work environment and calling his employees new slaves.
That's fucked.
You know what that's from though? That's scroll down a little bit. Him saying that,
That's his song, right?
Lauren, yeah, of course. Lauren Piscata claiming that that Ye masturbated in front of her. That's a Louis C.K. thing. That's like right from the book of Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. is a comic comedian.
That's kind of like a Harvey Weinstein type of thing,
yeah,
too.
but Harvey would kind of. I hate to say that.
He wasn't secretive about it.
No, he kind of just fucked them, you know.
What?
But like
Yeah.
for
Old, disgusting director.
Oh,
we talked
yeah.
about this
Oh,
before.
yeah,
Harvey was a producer, and so he would, ask for sex in exchange for putting
Casting
people,
that role.
into like major
That's fucked
movies. And so, yeah. It's pretty fascinating, that's for sure. And so,
I'm not going to defend him, but if you refer to yourself as a young Putin, I could understand why
You might
they want to
become-
make you an enemy of the state.
yeah,
Or of that country.
that seems pretty, like, on the surface level of this, it
Imagine
seems pretty
going
crazy.
to Poland in like 1938. You're like,
I'm young Hitler.
I'm a young Adolf.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to hold up well.
No, not for 2,000 years, it's not.
No.
I feel like Kanye West is always like balancing between I love Jesus and I am Jesus. I love Jesus
It's so
and I am
confusing.
Jesus.
He really
know
can't
what?
make his mind up.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna end up in the fucking world history textbooks at some point or another.
The
do
what?
You think? Like world history textbooks in
Yeah,
the
probably.
future.
Yeah.
Just
Probably.
from doing these stupid ass skits and shit, fucking at the government, trying to run for president allegedly, shit like that.
It would be awesome if Kanye West this whole time was just like a psyop.
Damn
was
near is.
After
Damn near is.
after like, what was it? Yeezus?
Yeezus?
After Yeezus,
Yeah.
I think he might have been cloned
Mm.
or some shit.
What if
Or medicated heavily.
Or what if he was almost employed by Jay-Z to be an operative for... Actually, I got nothing. I was going to try make something
Anything
deep.
to Jay-Z, you just sounded deep as fuck, for real.
Once
you start off with Jay-Z.
Because like they had beef, didn't they? And like after
They did have a little beef.
after
and they
their
settled it.
their collab album in 2010, right? I feel like they brewed up some beef. But what if that was all fake and they were really just trying to cover up that Ye was on the payroll trying to make some crazy call? Yeah,
I don't know. He's super shady though.
Who, Jay-Z?
No.
Kanye.
I just think like he's in my mind he's in between Jesus like praising and then he's also in between downward spiral.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's just never in between or he never has like a normal week. It's just like he's doing
Gnarly
some crazy
shit.
shit this day, or it's just never in between.
It's almost like he wants it. It's almost like he wakes up every day and it's like, okay, it's been a week. My name's not in a fucking headline. I need to do some crazy ass shit.
Yeah. I think if I had to like be by his side for a week, you know, like I just like was like just like walking with him, talking with him, and seeing what he would do like each day for a week, I think I would have to sleep for a month after that. I think I'd be so tired of all the nonsense. Well, not nonsense, but just like the
activities and
activities and energy that motherfucker is just bouncing off the walls with his ideas 24/7. Like I'm sure it's very tiring after a while.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't survive one day for that man. I'd be out.
Yeah.
I'd be like going to like do a leisure activity of him, like shopping, and I'll be there like
you don't
trying
shop.
to sleep.
He doesn't
He'd
shop.
probably be making you walk around with like a notepad, be like, write this shit down, everything I say.
Literally.
It's a quote.
Yeah. You didn't write that shit down. That was the most inspirational thing I said all week. Like, yeah, I'm sure.
You're like, dude, you just ordered your food. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Sure. Oh man, that's I'm
now
sure.
be inspired.
Golly.
That's really funny, actually. You
are the new slave. You know what that means in the new world order? The next 2,000 years, everyone's gonna remember me. And where will you be?
Building my freaking pyramid.
And you remember the Hebrews? The Hebrew slaves, they were remembered. That's how you'll be remembered.
They were not. They were not remembered.
Yeah, I was making a joke with my girlfriend last night, and I said something that was like, I thought like I was just like joking around, and I said something, and I was like, and I let it breathe. I let my sons breathe for a second, and then I was like, you should quote that. And that's what that reminded me of. Gosh.
It's too much.
It is too much. Yeah.
Every time we read a headline involving Kanye, I just think that he's digging himself a deeper grave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he just goes out the next week and then does it more. It's crazy.
What was the last thing that he was doing that was so fucking nuts? He did something
super anti-Semitic or something.
He's getting his. Well, there's that.
That was a year or
he
two
got
ago.
His dick sucked on a boat.
Yeah, there was
in
that.
Italy.
Okay.
Not Madrid. Wherever those canals are.
Okay. Oh, Venice.
Venice.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, he was getting his dick sucked on a boat.
Okay.
But it was like in front of the public, so you got public
scrutiny
and decency. Yeah.
Sure.
And
That's
then like there's a lot of stuff coming up with North, his daughter.
Yeah, sure.
That's also raging fire for sure.
Why?
I don't know. Just controversial. I can't. It's just the fact that she is a celebrity now. Like
North is a celebrity now. Northwest.
Yeah,
really?
for sure. Like
she has
it's not
her own
even
TikTok. She's got fans now.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. It's crazy. I heard that. I feel like either one of you guys or my girlfriend talking about it. Like there's a show or a movie that was being brought up and they needed actors, and Kim Kardashian paid Northwest into like the role of that movie or show, and like it kind of fucks with the parents of the people who actually
like nepotism in a way. She paid for her daughter to be on the show.
I guess that is how it is.
Yeah, nepotism. Good word for that one.
And then
Nepo baby.
Yeah. And then so
why do you just get weird about that? Go ahead.
Nepo baby. That's so weird.
That's what they call them.
Yeah. So it's fucked because there are kids that actually practice acting, you know, and their moms are pissed.
Have gotten years of experience.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
It's fucked.
Yeah. But like I also...
Could you imagine how like entitled she is or like crazy she is? Who knows?
This is interesting.
Who really knows?
Headline.
I mean, you never really know though, because
that's
like
true. They could be cool as fuck, but you never know.
Because that kid probably has a fantastic education.
Right. That's true.
I remember a quote. I remember like a little bar from Kanye West, and my kids are in a fake school. You know, that's a bar. My kids are in a fake school. I made a fake school because I know if I put them in a real school, they'll get fucked with. Either they'll get abducted because there is, you know, like child ransoms.
Now, how do you not run I guess it could be considered homeschooling, but how are Child Protective Services not intervening at all
What do you mean?
with like curriculum? How does
They probably have the best curriculum.
You test in.
Yeah.
You just take a state test.
Oh,
You just take a state test to make sure that you're on like track of
Okay.
being programmed by the United States of
grade.
America. Yeah. So like, you know, you're taking a basic math test. I mean, like what was do you remember the state testing that we would do every year?
I don't even remember the name of it anymore, but yeah, I do remember.
I forget what they call it, but I remember like they would tell us like what kind of I still to this day would love to see my grades from all that. We would never see our grades from the state testing each year. Yeah.
I saw them for mine.
Really?
Yeah, in Ohio for sure. And I was fucking shit. Like
we couldn't see our practice tests. We could see our SAT scores. That was
no,
it.
not even that. Wait, you guys talking about the SAT and ACT?
I'm not talking about those.
Yeah, I'm talking about before that.
I'm talking about the grade school testing.
the grade school ones.
Oh, I don't know anything about those.
Yeah.
Our scores were not shared with. No.
They should have been shared though. Like I should have been told if I was a stupid kid or not.
Yeah.
You know? Like
I
It
was a
every,
fucking
It was
stupid
every
kid.
other year though, right?
yeah. I
Like
remember
first, third, fifth, seventh,
all of them.
all of them.
Every year I took it. It
Yeah,
wasn't
I took mine every year as well.
it wasn't alternating for me. It was
Mine
always
was
at the,
alternating for some reason.
really
We skipped it every year, or
interesting.
every other year. I mean,
Okay. Because like at the end of the year, it would always be like the kind of the end of the year thing. And so like if we got done with it quickly, we would be able to like watch movies like a couple
Yeah.
last days of the
Yeah, of
of
years
the year.
and shit.
Yeah, those were good. Those were good times. those were simpler times back then.
yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I remember I used to get my fucking ass beat because my scores were so fucking bad
Really?
in the reading and writing
Mhm.
assessments. But like in the math, I was always like advanced in the
Sure.
math. And then once they introduced science, I was also like advanced in the science as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in trouble for cheating in one of my
Mm.
math classes, cheating on homework assignments.
Mm-hmm.
And I used my older sister's like math book because she's 1 year older than me.
Sure.
So she had all the answers in her like homework
Mhm.
math book. So I just took it to class and I just copied all the right answers from her math book into mine.
Damn.
And I just like did that shit, so I never had to do homework.
That's awesome.
And then
You just did that in a day.
Yeah.
You're like, I got my whole year's worth
Literally.
of work in.
That's
so
fucking awesome.
I kept both of those books in my desk, and then
Mhm.
like I guess some kid pulled out the book, and my teacher was like, "Wait a minute, this is from the previous year student." And they went through my desk and found like I was cheating and everything. It did.
Mhm.
Damn.
I got in hell of trouble.
Did
I was
you?
gonna go to like my like middle school, so that was in 6th grade. And then
Mhm.
next year I would have gone to middle school. I was gonna be put in like a super accelerated like math class,
Mhm.
and
But
I lost that because of
Mm.
me cheating. And then I was with like all the stupid kids, and I was like good as fucking math. Saved my grades though. Let's not lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one plus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A every test. Homework easy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Super easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. That must have been really nice though, to have like all the answers for a full fucking year.
They didn't catch me till the end of the year, so yeah, I was chilling for the whole year. And they're
Sure.
like, we just don't know if he actually knows what he's
That's
doing.
just
or
the
not."
one class you were comfortable in.
Right.
Like, don't even have to worry about homework tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know how to do the math, like, and now I don't have to do the homework either. Easy life.
That's fucking awesome, actually. Yeah. Man. Good old times. Good old times. Yeah. The state testing, I never knew. I remember a teacher came up to me, like, it was like 3rd or 4th grade, and she's like, "You're certifiably stupid. Like, you're going to have to, like, really try this year, like, on the test."
No way.
And because I remember, like before 3rd and 4th grade, I would, like, sleep. I would sleep in it. I'd do, like, half the questions, and I'd be like, well, what am I doing this still? Like, what are we doing, really? Come on, like... I don't know. I just remember there was no information. Our teachers would never tell us why we would take the state testing.
Right.
They'd just be like, "Sit down. We have a timer. Do the questions." And you're like,
That's crazy.
The fuck? Why? Like, yeah, I wish there was more information about that. But yeah, like back to Kanye West having his children in a fake school. I bet those kids are really well educated. You would think that they
They're
would
not getting pumped with all that fake shit.
Or that American propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably like, you probably would hire like really advanced professors to teach your kids physics in the 3rd grade.
Right.
Right? I mean, like, that doesn't seem too crazy.
Dude, I wonder if the kids aren't learning and the teachers like just trash, like they get the boot. Like, man, you taught this subject terribly. Mm-hmm. Now you're about to teach this next subject? Nah, you're getting the boot, and they get instantly replaced. That'd be crazy if that happened at universities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have a bad teacher, and you're like, man, this teacher's a fraud, and everyone like knows and on the same consensus, the teacher gets like swapped out. That'd be crazy as fuck.
Sure, that rarely happens though, especially in universities. They tend to stay around.
They're fucking tenured.
Yeah, it takes like a decade for those teachers to get booted out.
Right.
But
I bet they have a bunch of hands-on like teachers at the Yeezy University.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not
Probably.
like not technical, but just like a bunch of hands-on.
Mm-hmm, like one-on-ones too. Because that's a great way to learn is one-on-one. But yeah. I bet the kid or the people who teach Kanye West's children is probably what what's Ashley taking? She's
early childhood education for sure.
PhD version.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like she's getting an undergrad, getting a master's, and then getting a doctorate. Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's insane. And those are the people who are probably educating Mr. West's children,
You mean young Putin?
You're right. I know. Wouldn't that be so funny? You're just taking a job of some famous person's children, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm working for young Putin. That's cool.
Yo.
And you're like, well, that's ironic. This week is communism education.
Hey, yo. Dude, imagine like being like so professional as a teacher, and then like the kid says something like super ignorant.
Yeah.
And you just like you can't.
Jokes are making you fat.
Yeah, and you can't really say shit because Kim Kardashian's like right there, like fucking glaring you like, I'm about to take you to court and sue you for everything you owe.
Sure.
You know what I would do if I was Kanye West and I heard this fucking headline?
What?
I'd be like, yo, Ukraine, how's that tax money?
Yo.
Y'all,
no comment.
Yeah. All your generals are driving Rolls Royces like me.
Damn.
I would honestly, if I was him though, I'd be like, fuck Ukraine. Like, if you're gonna shit on me, I'm gonna shit on you.
Damn. Didn't he have, I think he had a bar. Oh, it was like, he had a bar about Ukraine. Like a rap lyric.
Recently?
Yeah, really recently.
Okay. In the new album?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was either Ukraine or Jewish. Or maybe it was both.
Was it,
I think it was both.
Maybe he said some Zionist
You want to
shit.
do Google.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Kanye.
Hey, get out of that, by the way.
Oh.
You're good. You're good.
Fudge. Kanye West, Ukraine bar.
Mm-hmm.
Bars.
You might have to do
rap lyric.
You might have to do
yeah.
You might have to do lyric. Get out of it again. There you go. Good job.
Go. I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Head so Gucci honor roll.
I think it might have been Ty Dolla $ign.
Might have been Ty?
Yeah.
All timers.
3 gang leaders with me all time.
Oh yeah. How anti-Semitic. I just fucked a Jewish bitch.
How am I anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch.
Yeah, but there was something of Ukraine too.
Got pregnant in the threesome. So whose baby is it?
Got pregnant.
Whose baby is it? What are these lyrics?
Got pregnant in the threesome.
I swear there's
horrible. That's a DP.
This lyric is freaking terrible.
She's asking me to aim for her neck.
No, this one. This ain't Columbine, but we came in the trenches. Came in with the trenches.
I don't get that.
Like the Columbine shooters.
Yeah. Damn. Yo, yeah. I remember you talking to me about that lyric. Yeah. Damn.
Oh, there it is. She's Russian, but I
beat up the pussy for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
She's not in that P out that D. What the fuck does that even mean? She want me to put some of this coke in her butt. Ugh. Okay. I could tell what he was on.
Yeah.
when he was writing this shit. Bought her a bag and I filled it with loose change.
What song is this, by the way?
Vultures.
Vultures? I'll have to listen to this one.
I really don't remember it. But
Is this one not the... Oh.
No, it's not.
No.
Which one is
I would
this?
remember that.
I really don't remember the song Vultures, though.
I think it's the first...
crazy
Isn't
lyric.
it the first song? Here, go in the... I'll look it up, actually.
That's crazy. I don't remember this.
Vultures,
way out in Saudi, I found me a plug.
You got the Afghanistan marijuana.
That's a crazy bar, though.
Yeah, those are some really fucking crazy bars.
What, you gonna charge that old man for that pussy? Dude, what
Vultures
was
is the song right before Carnival
I see.
with Lil Durk and Bump J. I don't know who that is.
I think he's got about at least 5 war crimes in this song alone.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, good for him, though. I actually...
Maybe he's trying to expose the CIA or some shit.
I appreciate that, though. I appreciate him saying crazy shit because, like, if we don't have... Someone's gotta say the crazy shit. If it's not him saying the crazy shit, then it's gotta be somebody because, like, if you don't have him saying crazy shit, then you got nobody saying crazy shit. And then
it's just Trump all in it. Spewing crazy shit.
That's fucking horrible, too. Yeah.
When it comes down to it, crazy people are what the media is for.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the only reason that the mainstream media still exists.
Yeah.
It's for these icons.
Look at all these clips we watch today. How many crazy people did we witness? Like 5?
A bunch. A bunch. Actually, my girlfriend was clowning me because I remember I was editing one of the videos and she was like... I was on the phone with her and I was like silent for a second. I accidentally played the volume of me editing one of these videos and and she was like, "That didn't sound like you." And I was like, "What do you mean? That was me." And she was like, "No, you sound manic in that." Like she thinks that I sound manic when I do these podcasts.
That's hilarious.
Which I think is so funny because it's like, yeah, I probably should be manic if we're trying to get viewers, guys. We gotta get the viewers. I gotta be manic. Like,
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It can't be actionable or excited looking. I don't know what
it can't
is.
be dull.
Yeah.
Can't be dull.
Yeah, you're gonna be no dead air.
Yeah.
No dead air at all.
Right. Oh, I was actually about to say something I can't say over live, so I was gonna mute all the mics and just be like, "Yo, we should."
Yo.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk it, so.
You'd have to cover your mouth.
I could cover my mouth and mute my mic, but I don't want to do that either. So
yeah,
it's just not gonna happen.
That's hilarious.
It's not gonna happen. So yeah.
What are we on for time?
We're at 2:40. Can we end it?
Jeez.
Can we fucking end it? I'm so tired.
I'm hungry. I'm tired. It's been a great episode though.
Amen. You want to get some food? Do you have time?
I would.
Do you have time?
I have to go back to my grandma.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are our viewers like on the shorts?
Oh,
I mean, we obviously only had one mother lover watching the whole time.
Appreciate it.
That was me.
Really? Is it on your phone?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
That's so sad. I'm trying to look. Okay, so we got 2 watchers for our live. That's fucking exciting. And
let's
then,
go. Did we get more comments?
We got more comments in our shorts feed.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm really trying for me to pull up the original or the landscape video. I can't. Oh, there we go. Thanks,
Hi.
Dead Boner, for commenting in our chat.
Dead Boner, what a
Dead
name.
Boner. And then
That's what I get after I see your mom.
Hey yo.
It's pretty fucking good, actually.
Jesus
I
Christ.
appreciate that one. That's funny. I can't fucking pull it up though. That's the funny thing. Like the shorts feed one, you can't. It never pulls up on the page. And so,
Let me see
fast forward to
if I have it on my
live.
phone.
Yeah, I can't figure it. That's interesting. Wow. Okay.
What I did, my phone literally just died.
Nice.
You gotta hit the, you got it?
Yeah, here.
But you can't get the chat, can you?
You can
I
you can see a few chat people, but that's it.
Damn, we only got 2 chats. I'm gonna cry.
Yep,
This
by
is
the
depressing.
one guy.
I'm gonna
by
cry.
the one.
Oh my god, it's so depressing.
Yeah.
And then you scroll one time, and then you see a live with like 300 viewers, and she's doing a mukbang. Like, come on, guys.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Oh, she's drinking. She's drinking. Like, you should watch it.
I should.
Are
watch
those
it.
peaches?
She's doing the Dr. Chug, Uncle Chug.
I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this one up. Oh, okay.
Should we end it?
I just wanted to see. Oh, I think we've had more
Holy
viewers
cow!
than that.
But they just come and leave. That's super interesting.
It's just like, we had 300 views. That's kind of good.
That's
cool.
gnarly.
That's
Sprinkle
awesome.
it in here and there.
That's awesome. That's a little more than fucking usual. So
Yeah,
that's
I
exciting.
agree.
And then we only got 8 people on this one.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah, of course. Viewer.
I can't watch this lady eat chicken anymore.
Yeah, healthy
Disrespecting
stream.
the culture.
Excellent. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad it tells us that it's healthy. All right, you guys good?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Feeling right.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Any last things you want to sign off on?
Thank you for listening to the Oruga Podcast and watching it.
Yeah. And also, can we just talk about the table? Is the cord management's getting better?
I agree.
Just a skosh here and there.
Upgrade every week.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah,
Tune
especially
in
with
next
this
week.
thing. It's fucking
Yeah.
screwed in now.
Yeah, that was gnarly when I walked in and I saw that.
And I
was
got the
like,
little
let's
bolts
go.
underneath of it too.
Yeah, it's super gnarly.
Looks fucking great. Yeah. And I never wanted to like take it away from this thing. Like I never wanted to take the cameras away from this anymore. I don't need to. I just need to unplug it. Done. We're
Right.
done. And
So you're just saying you would unplug it and just leave the cameras
just leave the
on?
cameras there.
Genius.
What are we fucking with it for?
Yeah,
You know?
it's fair.
Like I want to be able to like the only things that we should have to do is plug in cords and then that's it when we start up the
That's true.
but
Makes
like
sense.
yeah. Hey. Also, before we start ending things, are you sure that preset's saved
Yes.
for the vertical?
Yes.
Okay. And do you think it'll be easy for us to like replicate that
Oh
next?
yeah, because we don't have to set it up anymore for real.
When we get off this, you need to give me my backspace back.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And then once you're done with taking away the backspace and giving it back to this fucking thing, then you're just going to turn it off.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay? And then that's it.
Fair.
Okay. All right. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you for
watching.
watching.
We appreciate it. Okay, goodbye. Stream.
We're still alive. We're still alive.
We are.
Oh shit, we're still alive.
We
Fuck.
are.